We talk football and current events, sitting and chatting with the very best guests, with two Scottish boys and we're loving it. So if you like witty banter, check the former #1 podcast on iTunes, Sitting and Chatting.
Hello, welcome back to the Sitting and Chatting podcast. I'm Whyte.
I'm Jamie Allan.
How's you doing, Jabba?
I'm alright.
This is first podcast in 2025.
Yes, Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to everyone.
Feels weird saying that on the last day of the month.
Yeah, for context, this is the last day of January. We're recording this on.
It feels illegal somehow to say that.
That is actually. Am I right in saying this is the first time we've seen each other since the Christmas pod we done with? No, actually, we've seen since the Bradley podcast.
Aye, that was still last year though, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Aye, you would be right in saying that.
Yeah. It's been a wee while then. It's been a month and a bit.
Must admit though, you have been, obviously the podcast has been filmed today, so naturally, Friday's final day for work for me, so I'm like, right, we'll do Friday. So, just before I get here, Liam says to me, "Oh, do you want some snacks and shit for the podcast?"
I like good hosts like that, you know.
I'm like, aye, I do, as it goes. Surprised me. Cunt phones me and everything, he's so panicked about this. So he phones me, I'm working about it, he phones me.
Aye, that's flapping whatever.
By the way. So I'm like, right, just surprise me. And then I hung up, right? So, we're ready to be reveal what Liam has chosen. He will be judged on this between 1 and 10. Collectively for the whole thing and per item. I don't know how many items there is, would you like to divulge that information?
1 drink and then 4 snacks.
4 snacks, right, so there you go. So we'll start off for the listeners. Fucking watch the YouTube video.
This is, as I said up before he started when he revealed it was good, this will be the shittest reveal. No. Okay, start off big on the podcast for me.
Right, here we go. First item.
Go on.
We do have Pringles, Texas barbecue sauce.
Now, I just want to start this by saying I fucking hate all meat flavoured crisps, so I went on the assumption that you'd be a meat flavoured crisp kind of guy. That's my only reason for buying them, because if you don't like them, they're going either in the bin or to some other good home when I
Right.
so
I do like them.
that's what's that.
I think it's an absolute great pick. And they do say one thing about Pringles. Once you pop, you can't stop.
Indeed.
Right. These are high for me. I'm going to start off big and bold. 8.
Oh,
So it's for everybody listening, again, go just watch, you fucking freak. Anyway,
we need to increase the slot.
keep listening as well. Exactly. Texas barbecue sauce Pringles. None of this pishy wee box as well. Full tube, so fair play. Started off big there. Next one. The next one is also Pringles, but it is indeed the salt and vinegar.
I think that's like the safest pick to go with salt, like with Pringles. I reckon if you didn't like those ones, there's a safe chance you'd like those ones.
These are low for me.
Oh no, fuck!
Right. No, I'll eat them. You know, I wouldn't see them go to waste. Right. With Africans struggling out there, you know.
Other nations do struggle as well.
I wouldn't see them go to waste. However, hear me out. This time of the year, right, chapped lips are a problem.
Okay, right.
Salt vinegar in the gob is nippy on the chapped lips. That would be my only thing. You know, I'm not gonna degrade you on your time of year that you've chosen. However, they're lower down for me, so I'm probably going to go ahead and go with 4.
Oh, right. That's a drop.
That is 4. Next item, I do have indeed in my hand Jaffa cakes, the original 10 cakes in the box. Great selection, very safe. It's McVitie's, you can very seldom go wrong with McVitie's.
McVitie's, I didn't realise it was McVitie's.
McVitie's make them. Very seldom you can go wrong with McVitie's. They do make a good biscuit, indeed a good snack. Chocolate orange Jaffa cakes. I'm going to go with 6.5.
Alright, take that.
Aye, 6.5. I think I'm comfortable with that. The final selection is the Maryland chocolate chip cookies.
Good old reliable.
These are extremely safe and very reliable for that reason. A bit rattly, so pretty poor choice for the microphone. So
I mean, anything food is poor choice for a podcast.
no. I mean, if I'm sat, fair enough. But you know, in regards to it, that's a noise. See, they're already cutting off because that noise is terrible. These are good though. These are good. They're up there for me. I'm going to be generous here. I'm going to go 8.
Alright.
8 again. And because that's 8, I'm going to bump the Texas barbecue sauce Pringles up to a 9.
Oof. So I've done well then on them.
So collectively, Liam, I will go with the juice as well. The juice is, I believe, an 8-pack of Pepsi Max, which is absolutely humongous, by the way. Great choice. It's a goat. Pepsi Max doesn't have a better drink, so that's a 10. That's as simple as that, right?
Nice, good, yeah.
That's a 10. There's no two ways about it. It's no cherry or nothing, no.
No,
Standard eye. So, regular Pepsi Max. That's
I was actually going to get a cherry one because it was a pound cheaper, but I was like, no, Jamie likes the regular.
Well, I must admit, if you ever cherry, the podcast probably wouldn't be going up. Because
Just not like cherry ones.
oh no, that's pivot.
Lime as well. Not fun.
I can't say I've tried it.
I'm a big fan of the lime one as well.
Yeah, I might need to give that a try. So everything collectively, just to start off with the podcast, Liam gets a respectable 7.
There we are.
7 out of 10, so fair play. What did let you down was the salt and vinegar Pringles.
So you're saying if they were a different flavour of Pringles, we'd have done...
Hit me with what flavour?
The other flavours that were there were the... what was they had very salted or sour cream and chive.
Right, so if you were to choose one right now that you think I would want...
Well, I think you'd think that very salt's too basic and that comes with the same problems as chap lips. I'm guessing sour cream and chive, but I thought you might not have been a cheese and onion kind of man, so I thought I'd play it more safe with salt and vinegar.
If you'd sat here with a red tub, it would have been a 10.
Really? You're a big fan of Ready Salted?
Ready Salted are absolutely fucking goated.
I've known this man now for, 20, I've now known this man for 15 years and you learn some shocking things each day.
Liam, the Texas barbecue has been fucked.
And the good news for you is, as well as I've mentioned, I don't like them, so you've got a full tube to yourself, so enjoy.
Indeed. Just for the listeners, here you go. Oh, aye.
That's some good ASMR.
Mushroom.
Well, so it turns out, all this year since we've been doing podcasts, it turns out it's totally pointless. We should have been getting you doing food reviews, because that's actually where your talent's like.
I mean, aye, 100%. I nailed that. You done very well. 7 out of 10. Fair play.
Thank you.
I mean, go ahead with the actual podcast now.
Yeah, so, well, as I mentioned there at the start, it's the first time we've seen each other since, we like to claim that we filmed them after Christmas, but we obviously didn't. So, how was your Christmas and New Year?
Alright, aye. I mean,
Actually, I don't actually have to ask you yet about your New Year. What did you actually do for your New Year?
we done. What did we do? We went in the car, drove to Campus Kenneth.
Ooh, nice. Watched the fireworks from there.
Watched the fireworks from there.
They are very good from there, to be fair. Watched them 1 year from there.
So, that's what we done. Then with him.
I have to say though, mega shite bag of you
For
not answering my phone when I try and get you a phone to wish you a happy New Year.
did you?
Yeah. Do you know how guilty as well I felt? So on the night I phoned Francis, who answered. I phoned you, who didn't answer. I phoned Lewis, who didn't answer. Other than my mum and dad and my gran as well. Those three I'm always going to phone. But then I phoned you afterwards. You're the only three that got a phone call after me afterwards, and 2 of them didn't answer. Shite bags. What was the even late as well? It's like fucking 12:30 I phoned you as well.
I don't know if this is true.
I'll run up the fucking evidence. You just shoot fucking... Well, I mean, we're going to fuck the microphones here, so... Move it slightly away.
No. I'm happy to say that you didn't. There's no recent call.
Hold on.
Like, it's good. It's here, good as day.
That on your Facebook?
There you go. See, for context, the cunt doesn't even know what he done.
Definitely phoned you at some point.
Ladies and gentlemen, this man is just sat here and tried to accuse me of no answering the phone. Total and
Yep.
bullshit.
Fucking did phone you and you didn't answer.
Nah. Facebook doesn't count. That's not a phone.
Was that not? It was a fucking call because it rang through onto your phone.
No. But, no.
You tell me now if I call you on Facebook, it doesn't ring on your phone if you don't have on Do Not Disturb.
I mean, it might do. I'm not sure.
It fucking does, and you know it does.
What I'm saying is I'm not sure if it does because it's only pedos that use it. For context, by the way, you're absolutely right. 15 minutes past, there is something there that says miss video call.
Yeah, because, you know, could I give you a wee video message, say Happy New Year?
You got to reply 15 minutes later.
You did, but you still didn't phone. That's purely you.
The lines are busy. It's that time of year.
No fucking Facebook Messenger is now, you daft cunt.
No, I mean, look, here's the thing, right?
I give you back, I did forget you messaged me back, so I'll accept that. So.
And also, like I said, you're a pedo for using the wrong phone call method.
I'll be honest, I was wondering why did I use that. It was because I've totally forgotten that Francis, because he's in Canada and I had to phone him through Facebook, that's why I would have phoned you through that as well.
Do I look like I'm in Canada?
Well, no, but I was on the app.
Right,
That's
so
the easiest one probably to solve it.
I mean, fuck off.
Anyway, so you went and watched the fireworks, then just what, home, nothing else?
Aye, that was it. Literally, that was it. Christmas was spent, as I do, currently every year. Taylor's mum's and then my mum's at night.
Yeah.
That was alright. You were away gallivanting around the country on Christmas Day, weren't you?
Yeah, so to give a bit of a context, so if you've been listening for a while now, or even last 2 months there, so we filmed the last podcast with Bradley on the... we filmed it on the Friday, didn't we? Or was it Saturday we filmed it?
Fuck it was.
Who knows? One of the days.
Saturday.
Speaking of which, by the way, before I continue on with that, did you see that photo of him that he put up on Facebook, him with a motorbike right by him? It's like, I'll give him props, that was a cool as fuck photo.
Aye. It did make the fucking podcast flop.
Yeah, that is another thing, so
So I can
I'm sure he's listening now, so I'm sure he'll enjoy this. But I just wanted to point out that we were on the biggest reviews of our entire life here, and thank you to listeners for that, because, you know, we're sitting on, I think we went like 800... 1,000, 1,700, and then went down to 100 and went back up.
He tried to claim something about you having to re-upload because of copyright and all that.
I didn't have to re-upload it, I just edited it.
I said that. But look, the guy's a fucking...
He's also on TikTok as well for claiming that part of the video as well. A fucking 5-second clip of some shitty animation across our first spike.
He is a fucking boring bastard. There's your problem. There's your problem. But look,
so
I did see the photo.
So afterwards, well, yeah, during dinner and that, and then I was going out with my mates for our Christmas night out. I thought I was actually like the next day I woke up, I thought I had like just a terrible hangover. And then it kept dragging on for days and days, and then I just realised at that point, oh fuck, you know, I'm actually ill. And of course it's right again before Christmas, so Christmas Eve I'm basically on the floor dying and coughing and shit, and then I'm like, and then I felt a little bit better towards the end of the night, and I thought, right, I feel well enough, I'm going to go at my grand's, because the plan was I was going to spend Christmas Eve at my grand's, and then go to my dad's on Christmas Day, and then see my mum on Boxing Day. So anyway, stay the night at my grand's, very nice. The only problem is though my grand doesn't have, her TV doesn't work online. It's like an older TV. So we watched Muppets Christmas Carol on my laptop. That was still very nice. Enjoyed that. Went to bed. Like, does your like grandparents well also like their house to be 85 degrees continuously all the time as well? So my gran kept on the heat the entire night, and also for some reason, even though she's known me for 26 years and knows that I like the cold, decided to put a hot water bottle, no, 2 hot water bottles in the bed before bed. Again, lovely gesture, just not needed. So I was up in the middle of the night fucking fanning myself, desperately trying to go to sleep.
Fucking woke up Cyprus.
Pretty much. Next day, wake up, feeling alright, so I'm like, right, okay, I still feel too bad, so go to my dad's. At this point as well, by the way, I hadn't eaten anything in about 2 days, so I was also when I knew I was a bit fucked, but I was like, I need to save myself a Christmas dinner, because as you know, Christmas dinner, most important part of the meal. Get to my dad's about 3, and we're eating about 7, and it just fucking nosedives from that point. The more I'm there, the more I'm getting unwell, the more I'm coughing, and I ate a grand total of about a quarter of my plate. And gotta tell you, I've never been more gutted in my entire life, because it was fucking delicious as well. Shout out to Courtney, my dad's missus, incredible cooking.
That is, that's heartbreaking. That's
absolutely gutted. To the point as well, right, because then of course I was meant working the next day, I walk into work and before I can even open my mouth to say, oh by the way I'm feeling a bit unwell, my manager looks at me, looks in disgust and says, go away. Go. And I'm like, not like that bad, and she's like, I can hear you fucking coughing from outside the shop. Aye, you're bad.
Aye.
And so I spent the next 2 days in bed, which is great. But then just before I went down south, I did something that I haven't done since I was a kid. I went to the panto with my mum and my gran.
Very peculiar.
Yeah. Did you ever do panto as a kid?
Right, when I was at school.
Nah, like,
it was forced upon you.
I don't know, like, so, I mean, don't get me wrong, the panto is shite. Like, I'll fully admit the panto is shite, but I think they make the most of it being shite, if you get what I mean. Like, they don't go on stage thinking that they're above anyone else, they're just there for a laugh, I think.
What was the showing?
It was Snow White. So when I was a kid, the tradition used to be my gran and my mum would take me to Glasgow for the panto like a week or two before Christmas. But it's actually highbrow, you know, like proper stage performances. We seen there was one going up at the McRobert, and I thought it would be a nice treat to take them out, so I booked tickets for that. And then I fucking hate my mum, but it was pretty funny in retrospect. Do you mind in the panto when you get about halfway through, you get folk that you get like they come out on the stage and they go, oh, like, here's Henry, he's 5 years old, everyone give him a round of applause sort of thing. So they come on stage to do that, and the McRobert, for reference, only holds maybe about 200 folk.
Right.
And we're sitting bang in the middle. We're about 10 rows away from the front, but we're bang in the middle of the stage. Come on. Oh, we've got some kids in the audience that we're going to, give a round of applause for, that their mums and dads have asked for. So we're sitting there, ready to go. And I swear to God, the very first one that comes out, she goes, so there's a big kid in the audience now. Here's Liam and his gran. And I swear to God, spotlight comes down like I'm about to go to heaven at this point, just about me and my gran. We're both looking at each other like, what do we do here? As everyone's like clapping and giving applause. It was. I'm genuinely, I'm normally quite good with like not getting like embarrassment or like stage fright. The worst I've ever had in my entire life was in that 5 second period. And they were on stage like, you can smile at this.
Maybe you're like bright red and that.
Oh yeah, it must have been. Aye. My mum's killed herself laughing as
they were.
I know. But my gran didn't know it was happening either. She was shocked as
I can imagine.
But when I said to her after, I was like, how did you get me first and last? And she was like, I didn't. I just like, because we booked the tickets quite late as well. I booked the tickets like about a week or two before we went. I just so happened to be top of the list at that point. So yeah, thanks to my mum. That was very good. I'll remember that trick for when I have kids about.
That's tremendous. That's great Butterfield.
It was. And then then the next day, so I was in work till 3, and then I had my biggest ever drive I've ever had. Well, in one day at least, of 300 miles down south to Scarborough, because me and my mates had booked Airbnb away there. Yep. So the place had opened in at 11, so all of my mates were there before us. So it was just me and Struan driving down in the pitch fucking black there. Drive down was actually totally fine. It actually went by quite quickly. Good, just playing tunes and that, and I thought we needed to stop for like food and drink and that, but I wasn't tired, so I just went the full way. And then got there, so we were there from the 29th to the 2nd, So the place where I looked at, and don't get me wrong, it was like an old sort of like Scarborough's, for anyone that doesn't know the UK that well, it's like sort of an old seaside town, kind of like Blackpool, but a bit further south and on the east side instead of the west.
Less popular as well.
Yes, much. The town was a shithole, fully admit it. But I mean, I didn't really care, I wasn't there to go and explore it. Yeah. However, the bit that we were staying at was actually really nice. It was, so like you have the town of Scarborough, then you have the town of Scalby, which was behind it, and even though that's the worst name for a place, both Scarborough and Scalby sound horrendous names. It was actually quite, Scalby seemed like the sort of, like the posh bit of it, your sort of campus band to Stirling, kind of like a wee village at the back of it, you know, kind of posher. And then we were in like basically a farming bit in the hills just behind Scalby, but we were only a 10-minute drive from Scarborough itself. But it's so funny, so driving there, because obviously sat-nav's just taking you on like the quickest route.
Naturally.
So I can all these, for like the last like hour, it was all back roads with no lights and all that. And I'm literally driving, I'm literally like going up these hills that are like this steep and that, like fucking in first gear, because obviously there's some trees falling over and all that shit as well. I'm like, this fucking claimed I was a mile away from a town. Like, there's no fucking town near here. Thankfully, by the end of the time that we pulled up to the house, we could then see the town and like just off of like eye shot. We were thinking the entire time, these bastards have lied to us, but they weren't near anywhere. So getting to it. It was then also the steepest descent into a car park ever. It's like this to fucking get into, try and pull into. And then we get there, very nice. Turns out though, so you're looking at the house from when you walk down to it, right? It looks like just a house on its own. But when you go further down, there's a further descent into like a big farm garden.
Right, aye.
And they lived in a cottage. It turns out when we arrived there that we didn't know about, they lived in a cottage directly underneath the house.
Right, okay.
So the owners were going to be not like coming into our part of the house, but they were going to be there the entire time that we were there as well. So interesting to deal with, and
yes.
you'll see why as I go on later. But somehow we avoided noise complaints or any complaints for that matter. So yeah, immediately as we arrived, I'll give a shout out to all our mates. Very nice one. They didn't go in the hot tub until we got there. They waited to for us to all arrive before we started drinking. Yeah, I know. So yeah, minute we arrived, so we spent 4.5 hours drive, and we then spent from about, when did I get there? I think I got there about 9:30. We then spent from about 10 o'clock till 2:30 the next morning in the hot tub. At which point, so there was 4 rooms, can't quite remember, but there was like 2 or 3 to a room. But the only people sharing a bed were Oliver and Ewan Boyle, who was obviously on the Christmas podcast, as you've just seen. So we're in the hot tub drinking all night. Ewan Boyle goes through 3 bottles of red wine himself.
Right.
The rest of us aren't quite taking it as heavy as he is, but he obviously was looking for an excuse to have a wee bev. Go to bed about 3:30, 4ish. About 4:30, I get a knock on the door. And I'm kind of like fucking all over the place because I've just been drinking and I've just gone to sleep. And I just see you and Mackenzie standing there being like, got any towels? And I'm like, I've got my towel, but it's fucking currently drying after it was used after the hot tub. What do you have a towel for? It was like, oh, Ewan's been sick everywhere. And I immediately, now, I like to think of myself as normally quite a helpful person, but at this moment, I swear to God, I fell asleep so quick that no one would believe it. I heard that and I thought, I'm not dealing with that.
No, fuck that.
So what transpired was, Ewan had sat bolt upright. Oliver looked over and went, everything alright? And Oliver was obviously covered by a duvet, and Ewan just leaned over him and just spewed all the duvet on top. White sheets as well.
What? Right.
And then, to make it even worse, he's like spewing all over Oliver. Oliver's desperately trying to push him to go into the bathroom. He eventually makes it into the bathroom, starts spewing the toilet. Ewan Mackenzie comes out to be like, what the fuck's going on? What's all this noise? Sees Ewan being sick, and the sight of him being sick means that he then goes and throws up in the sink at the same time. He then clogs up the sink.
Man, fucking.
Oliver's currently nesting in bed with a pilot stick on a duvet.
If I was, see if I was Oliver, man, I'd be in the car. I'd be coming in.
Well, this is the most amazing part, right? So I wake up about 9-10 the next day. I go down and it's only like me and you, Mackenzie. He's thankfully recovered from his trauma that he's experienced. I say like, oh, where's Oliver? And he's like, oh, he left this morning. I was like, what, he's gone home? I was like thinking he was raging about what had happened. He's like, no, he just said he couldn't stand being that. Because that was the other thing. There wasn't any spare bedding. So after this, you and obviously just passed out on the floor because, well, he was that fucked anyway. Oliver was just sitting in his box. I was like, I've got no covers. So you lent him like a fucking like towel so he could wrap himself up.
Oh, shit.
But apparently he got to like 8 in the morning. He's like, nah, fuck this. I need to go for a drive just to get out of the house.
Fucking.
Then, so shockingly, more than anything else, though, in Ewan's drunk's brilliant state, he managed to get the bedding of sick like wrapped up so it didn't fall over anywhere. Managed to get it into the washing machine and get it washed, and there was no stains on it. Amazingly. But also then we remembered after, I was like, when did you turn on that washing machine? And he was like, it would have been like 4 or 5 in the morning. I was like, alright, when the neighbours lived just downstairs, I was like, oh yeah, fuck, they did.
Fuck them. We used to noise complaints. We used to noise, but they're in that.
Probably no fucking fannies like us in the hot tub till 2 in the morning, and then you and fucking turn on the tumble dryer at fucking 5.
Has to be. There's no way you have a 5-bed house like that and no expect parties of fucking funds.
Maybe. I don't know. To be fair, when I was reading the reviews, it seemed like mostly families.
Well, posh, very posh.
Families not us. So the next day, they all went to fucking. I'll be honest, I went down there because, especially with how sick I was, I went there with the sole purpose of just wanting to relax. Whereas everyone else, because we had an extra day, kind of was like, oh no, we'll go out and explore. Which normally I'm up for, but I just couldn't be arsed. But eventually they managed to persuade me to go down to Scarborough, which, again, shithole. But I went to the Deep Sea Centre. That was nice. Yeah.
Quite big that one as well, isn't it?
Yeah, it was. Got to see the penguins. There's a few walruses as well from and seals from Scotland. They're hosting them.
Right.
Because apparently their tank got damaged or something like that, so they're taking them for a wee while. One was fucking 35-year-old as well.
What, like the seal?
Aye. Didn't realise that. Well, apparently they only lived till 22 years or something like that. And she's like, yeah, he's a bit of an anomaly. He's quite blind as well, so when you throw the fish at his
I
face.
think they're fucking blind. There's no way he's a seal. There's no way he's made it 40 year early fucking expecting it.
Honestly, it's the funniest thing. So like when it came time to like the presentation bit, and this woman had like the typical bucket of fish, and for all the other seals, she's like chucking them up in the air and they're landing like near them. This guy is just sitting right there in front of him. She just lobs the fish straight his head and bounces off of it. It's like, it seems like I'm useless slightly. Yeah, and then the rest of the time, you know, lots of drinking and, you know, more hot tubs. They funds as well on New Year's Eve. We're like, oh yeah, we're going to go to a water park. And I was like, it's fucking 3 o'clock on New Year's Eve. Will it even be open? Like, aye, it'll be fine. But it shows how relaxed England's drinking laws are, by the way. They showed up there and they're like, oh, can we still get in? And the woman was like, well, yeah, but you only have 2 hours before we close because it's New Year's Eve, obviously. And they're like, aye, it's fine.
Time is this up?
Like fucking 4, 5 maybe. But they're saying that when they got let in, so they got in, and but the woman behind the till was apparently like, I'll only charge you a junior ticket because you're only getting 2 hours worth of it. Nice hard to do. But then apparently, so like, they told me this was just like, you know, like one of these like pools with like slides and like wave machines and all that. Apparently they had like an adults bit, you could just go up and get plastic cups and beer and wine and that. And they just wandered over to it. And they were just, and bear in mind they only got junior wristband pins on, even though they had these on, they were just like, there you go, these are clearly old enough. Just fucking gave them booze and that. It's like, fucking hell, this is so much better than over here, man.
Well, I mean, No, we're not.
Yeah.
We're around it for ourselves.
Yeah, of course.
That's why they can drink at football games and we can't.
Could you imagine how nice it would be?
No. You can imagine how much more cameras there would be. So,
That's why they're all fun, you're right.
I fully understand.
But then, yeah, then the problems all arose with the drive back, so we had to be out of the place by fucking 9 in the morning. Thankfully, we were sensible enough to do the majority of the tidying up the night before, but I was averaging about fucking 2 or 3 hours sleep most nights, and I was still not even eating really at this stage. I was basically living off a diet and beer for this holiday. The night before, because it was New Year's Day the day before, because normally the previous times we'd done these trips, we'd like made like a big like steak pie and that, but there was no one this time that actually enjoyed cooking. So, because like previous times we'd gone folk that have actually wanted to do the cooking, whereas none of us could be arsed. So I was like, right, I'll book a restaurant, we'll all go out for food. And it was a nice place, but I literally ate like half a burger and I was full. And I'm like, I can't eat anymore sort of thing. So next day, wake up at fucking like 7:30, get ready. It was also fucking snowing the night before as well, which didn't realise. Cars all covered in ice. Remember I said it was like an angle like that together. So imagine me trying to carry all my bags into the car, fucking like trying to step up and slip on each step I get there.
Fuck's sake.
Thankfully we were prepped there, so I left about 8:30. And I said to Stroud, like, I'm pretty knackered here, like, you're going to try your best to keep me up. And the sat-nav took me a different way from when I came the last time as well, which I thought was a good thing at first because it was quite steep the last one. I thought, well, if there's ice, this will be a bit better. But for the first 100 miles, it was a single track road. And because it had been snowing the night before, all the snow was basically pushed just to the side, so it was a 16 road, but it was fucking cars just going like 40, 30 in it. There was a queue of about 20, and I kept driving, I kept feeling my eyes going, I kept going like...
But you're only allowed to drive?
Yeah, Straight can't drive. So, and I was saying to Straight like, oh, please do your best, like stay awake, just keep me chatting, sort of thing. And he was like, yeah, man, I'll do it. And I kept going. And like, within like 10 miles of leaving, he was asleep. But he was so you know what he's like, he's the skinniest cunt that's ever lived, man.
Right.
He was in a way that he was bent over that his head was leant on his cot, and he slept, and I'm not joking, he slept like that until we were out just outside Glasgow. So he spent about 4 hours in that position, somehow asleep. I'm like, my back had been given out and I would have been dead at that point. You would have had to physically get an ambulance to get me out of the car at that stage.
He's a freak of nature, all that.
Yeah, no, he is. Anyway, I'm going like this, fucking nodding off, and there's actually a few times I felt my eyes growing. I'm like, right, fuck, I need to pull over every time there's a fucking lay-by or something snowing it, or a car parked in it. I'm like, fuck.
Have you had the window there?
Mate, I had both windows down and the music full blast and the aircon on, so I'm literally shivering like this. Somehow Stroud's still asleep as well, and I'm fucking still going. And thankfully when I get about 100 miles away from Stirling I began to wake up again. It wasn't as bad on the way back, but honestly that like first like hour and a half, 2 hours, scariest shit I've ever done. Like I would never want that again. However, I thought I had it bad. I said to speaking to Sam a few days after we come back, and I'm like, I was telling him that story and being like, fucking hell, such a horrendous trip, and he was like, I can beat you. I was like, what do you mean you can beat me? I had a worse trip the day back, and I was like, alright, what happened? He was like, well, as we were reversing out the place, you crashed into me. I was like, excuse me? So, because there was only a little bit of parking, we all parked in a row like that. They two were waiting for each other to leave. They didn't, both of them wouldn't move, so they both just decided to reverse at the same time and just hit into each other. It's like, yeah, that's a good start. Then Sam as well was also pretty unwell for this trip, so he consisted of a diet of Strongbow and Actimel the entire holiday, thinking that would cure his stomach. And he said every 20 miles he would have to pull over and be sick on the road. It's like, yeah, do you know what? You had it worse than me, I'll give you credit.
Was his missus there as well?
Yeah.
So she could have drove as well, no?
He didn't trust her.
Fair enough, like.
That's like watching a fucking mom going, it's like he wants to drive his own car, he wouldn't even trust him.
This is the same cunt that fucking totaled a car on the Glasgow Road.
Yeah.
Right.
I'll give him credit, he's a much better driver now than he was then.
I think that comes with age, I suppose.
Yeah, that was my New Year's then anyway, certainly. Eventful, nice, yeah. They're all speaking about next year want to go abroad, and of course I would love to. It's going to have to be me though, so that'd be fun.
Where would you choose?
They want to do like fucking skiing at that. None of them have ever been skiing before, but somehow they've got into their head that they're like, yeah, skiing. And I'm like, I snowboarded twice when I was 14. I'm going to break my legs on a slope drinking a pint of tennis.
Every single place you go as well that you can ski it, it's extortionate.
I know.
It's so expensive. You better start saving yesterday.
Yeah, no, definitely. But yeah, we'll see what happens. I might update you in 2026 with a broken leg to start off the podcast.
That would honestly be fucking brilliant.
You're voting for me to a broken leg.
Oh, that would be so fun. Imagine you sat there as a cripple though.
Such a cock, you know that? You're such
That would be funny.
such a cock.
That would be so fucking.
I mean, at least I would have to clickbait for once. That'd be quite a good title.
That would be fucking funny. I'd honestly pay good money for that.
Fuck you. You fucking fall down those stairs there and get a broken leg.
Nah, see, that's what you're doing. I'm just saying, if you go away and you're skiing and you come back and you're sat there with a broken arm and a broken leg.
I mean, I'm told more it would be a broken arm just because if it's a broken leg, you can't even see it on the camera. Wouldn't be worth it.
No. I'd make sure it was tilted.
Just played it on the fucking
Small
leg.
pan.
You'd also be able to be like this leg as well because there's my right there. You can't even
I'll
see
get you
it.
to fucking stand up and display it.
Not even better. I fucking hop around for you there.
That's fucking brilliant.
Right, well, it turns out Jamie's a cunt and never to do a podcast with him again.
That's never ever denied it.
I do have some other topics, but do you want to do them all first? Just to
Go for it, aye.
put a bit of change. Do you want to explain to the listeners since I've been rambling for a wee bit what it is?
No.
Yeah, well, tough bit. You've said you want to vote for me.
Fucking honestly, favourite for this place. So we've got the wall here in front of us. If you can't see it, that's because you're not watching. Because you fucking cunt.
We don't do a lot for an audio-based listeners, so
We've got the quality and shite wall. We'll pull out 5 topics and Liam and I will discuss where it goes on the wall, closer to the quality or closer to the shite. Liam can choose the first one. Let's know the topic, Liam.
the topic is we have got a big shitter to start with.
Yeah.
American football.
Oh, what?
I made sure to write American football.
Let me take fucking point on this.
Well, feel free.
This is up there with one of the shittest.
Well, be so glad because I thought the best is on different there.
No, this is up there with one of the shittest that is possible on this wall.
Yeah.
First and foremost, it's no football.
Yeah.
It's not even American football. It's no football.
It's egg ball.
It's what?
Egg ball.
Aye, at the most, aye. It is pure pish. They have, like, fucking, I want to say 4 quarters or...
4 quarters. It's like basketball.
They stop for fucking intermissions so they can play fucking ads and the fans actually enjoy that. But by the by, that's one.
No, that's not by the by. That is criminal.
That is criminal, but that's by the by. I'm going to skip with this now. The worst thing about it, right, is I've watched a partial portion of a game.
Partial portion of a game, right?
And it's honestly, it's more stop-start than your Fiesta and build-up traffic. It's crazy, right? They throw the ball.
Yeah.
They're allowed to go forward, by the way. So they throw the ball forward. It gets tackled. There's about 20 seconds. Everybody regroups. They throw the ball.
Stop.
No, that didn't go right. Let's do a scrim, right?
Stop.
They stop a game. They then line up.
Stop.
They throw it.
Stop.
They throw it.
Stop.
Constant. It is utter fucking shit. There is nothing at all about that fucking sport that looks appealing.
Yeah, you're right. You're genuinely right. Not a single thing. I think it's like, say if I was to go to America with you tomorrow and say we had the chance to experience like American sports and such, you best believe I'm picking fucking basketball, baseball, hockey, anything before that shit.
I'd honestly sooner go see fucking swimming.
That's the thing as well, right? So it's like rugby. It's 80 minutes long, right?
Yeah.
But with the ad breaks and the breaks in between it, it's like a 3-4 hour match.
Aye.
Because like that's the other thing as well. One of the guys from my work, he fucking watches this pish as well. And I said to him, because I was asking him about it, I was like, oh, so like what, you up at like 1 or 2 to watch it? He's like, nah, I need to be off the next day to watch it. And I was like, what do you mean? Well, if a game starts at about like 1, it doesn't normally finish till about 5, 6. I'm like, are you taking the piss? Like, what? It was like, yeah, with all the ads and breaks and that, I'm like, I cannot think of anything worse, man. Fucking,
it's like, fucking shite. It's terrible.
The thing as well that made for non-Americans, just so you are aware as well, the main thing that it's famous for in the UK is not the great plays or the players or the event itself. It's most famous for an ad break that happens in the middle that considered to be the best ad break in the world.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but there's a reason why we pay for things that don't have adverts. They're annoying, they're inconvenient, and they're trying to sell you pish that you don't want.
It's got to be the worst. Adverts.
What's worse?
It is cricket.
I'm telling you now, I'd rather play cricket. I'd rather watch cricket.
You'd rather watch?
Not the 5-day pish, but like, say if it's a 1 day thing each, pick cricket.
Oh, that's bold. It's joint bottom. You know, I genuinely sooner watch badminton.
Yeah, I would much more.
Like,
that's impressive. That.
Aye.
It's not seeing fucking 22 fucking concussed morons fucking walking to each other.
That's fucking terrible. I mean, I'm going to say this now. I know it's not the topic, but rugby's pish as well.
I have a bit more respect for it than you do, but rugby's so much better than that.
Oh, fuck that.
So, side by side, if you're watching.
Actually, it entails plays in rugby.
Yeah, it doesn't stop every 10 seconds.
No, there's no fucking about. It's fucking. Give me it. It's shite.
It's shite. Where do we put it?
That's a question. No, honestly, could it be further across the shite board if it tried?
Oh, no, wait, hold on. Wait, do we put baseball that low?
Aye.
Because it's lower than baseball, 100%.
Baseball is shite as well, though.
Yeah, it is, but that's shitter.
Can't move them.
No, you're right. But it's further down, though. It's further down. Yeah, that's fine. So the American football's further down.
American football is utter fucking shit.
Yeah, that was a good one. I'm glad that we had that strong agreement.
Aye. Started off as we meant to go on.
That's a throwback.
Oh, fucking Pez. Wow.
What's the last Pez game you played?
Oh, mate.
For anyone that doesn't know, Pro Evolution Soccer.
No,
it's what, eFootball now, is it?
Yeah, something like that, aye. This is up there with shite as well for me.
I think the last time I played one of their games I enjoyed it was PES 09, and the only reason you used to play back in the day was because they used to have the Champions League licenses and FIFA didn't.
The gameplay was pish, despite them everybody saying it was better than FIFA. Like, you're just listening. Graphics were worse.
Yeah. The players always look terrible.
Aye, the player faces and stuff were terrible. It didn't have anything. It was just like games you just played, like, and then they never had player faces. All the teams were all different names because they didn't have any of the rights to it, but they had the rights to Champions League. Like, just fucking fuck off. It was just a waste of time. Like, all you done was steal a bit of money off people, and then fucked off.
But I'll give it to PES, like back then, like PlayStation 2 ones. I don't really remember them too much, but I remember being around like friends and family members that had like PlayStation 2s that would play like the old PESs and that. They were alright, but they were alright for the time. They also wouldn't be great now.
I can't agree with you. It's like, when I remember PES, it's like the same time as like FIFA Street, was it?
Yeah.
And FIFA Street was fucking superb. Like, it was great fun. You know, you could like tap it on the wall and fucking FIFA. That's a whole other topic that could take hours. But this was, you know, it's meant to be its rival, and it didn't even stand a fucking chance. And they absolute fucking Swedish bastards are robbing people on a daily for FIFA or EFC now. And their game was pretty fucking naff as well. Like, there was years of FIFA that were like, this is shite. Do you know what I mean? Gameplay was shite, fucking. But overall, the superior game.
Yeah.
This is pish. This is shite. I wouldn't say it's crazy. I'm not gonna go fucking wild.
But maybe suitcase level.
I mean, I was going to say I'd rather. No, that again, no in here, right? But
the guest
I'd rather play Pez and be seen in denim gear. So, I'm happy with it. You know, just sitting up there. Bye.
Yeah. On to the next.
Fucking Pez.
Oh, another American sport, basketball.
Right. You want to take point or shall
I'll take point. What I will say is it's the best of the American sports.
Agreed.
The main problem I had, right, it's got two main problems, right? First problem is a season is way too long. A season is like fucking 80 games or something. Because let's be honest, we're going to talk about the NBA because no one cares about any other form of basketball other than occasionally at the Olympics. But I know your opinion of that. Yeah, a main season is like 80 games long, and then people don't actually care about it until the playoffs and the final and all that. It's great. It's all like football in a sense of like 38 game seasons you can keep up to track with. They're every weekend, or most of the time they're every weekend. You know, it can be, you know, you can be there for a full like 9 months keeping up. With basketball, sometimes 2 or 3 games a week, and they are very intense and exciting. But they are let down by the amount of games they have. They're let down by the adverts again because it's Americanized. But the actual sport and like the action in it, I find very like fun to watch. Similar to kind of like tennis in terms of very back forth.
It's extreme entertainment to view.
Yeah. Play as well. I don't mind doing a bit of basketball at school.
This is it's quality for me.
Yeah, I think it has.
I do think like the action in it's brilliant. End to end's great. By the rulings, there's very seldom a sport has bad rulings. But like even if calling the timeouts, like right at the end and stuff, committing a foul anywhere and it gets you a free throw.
Yeah.
You know, I like the rulings. It's very much suited to the game. Whereas, you know, even in football, there's some rules in football and it's like
daft though.
Stupid rules, you know. Like to just give you an idea, a basic rule with football is if you pass back to your goalkeeper using your feet, it's not allowed, you can't pick it up. Great rule, makes sense.
Especially back from when folk used to abuse it.
Yeah. Foul throw, most pointless rule in the world, right? In the sense of if you make a foul throw, the other team gets the throw in. Never happens, even though on a daily basis, if I watch 3 games on a Sunday, I've seen maybe 17 foul throws minimum, and not one is given. So it's just a pointless rule. Whereas I don't feel like basketball has any. It's perfectly made, if that makes sense. But like you say, it's nobody really cares to the playoffs. Fans do, I suppose.
I don't even think I never see it
at 2 stadiums every time.
That
counts for something. Even some fucking shitty fucking team like the fucking Mavericks now, they've always got a fucking full stadium regardless of where they are in America, you know, regardless of their state. Doesn't matter.
From a neutral as well, right, it does help from a standpoint as well of like, if you watch football, there are your big teams and then your small teams. And occasionally, tides will turn, but for the most part, they're pretty certain where they are roughly going to be. Whereas, obviously, American rulings mean that if you finish the best one year, you get then the last pick of the draft, and you get the least amount of money to trade with and that, which I suppose makes it then the most competitive that it can be.
That's something I think there's a bad rule. I honestly think there's a bad rule. It is pure perfection. As far as the game goes. And basketball was a broad spectrum. You played the NBA, the games.
Yeah, the NBA games are good.
Great fun.
Yeah.
Great fun.
I think as well, you know, we can maybe argue of obviously how big Messi and Ronaldo are in modern day era, but certainly arguably Michael Jordan's possibly the biggest athlete of all time.
Yeah. No, it's high quality for me. I do think it's
high quality.
High quality, for me.
Whereabouts you think then? Here or a bit higher?
I'd say honestly say a wee bit higher, aye.
Right there?
Aye, I'd say a bit there.
I'll give you that.
What I'd like to see out of basketball, if, you know, cunts in the NBA are listening.
Aye, that's up. We should be the new commentators, so that's a great would be.
Oh, I'd be fucking dynamite at that. I don't know about you, you'd maybe blow the place out, but I'd be frightening at that.
Such a take.
Just put it out there. If they had games on that the UK times couldn't be seen.
Yeah, because I mean that's the main thing. Like the earliest the game will be on over there is fucking like 1 AM.
Aye, exactly.
It makes it a bit unwatchable over here, but that's what it is.
But that's the only thing I want to do. Otherwise, basketball pretty perfect sport for playing them. This is jet skis.
But a jet ski once, it was fucking amazing fun. I can't even deny it.
I've never done this. I'd not to say I wouldn't do it, but I've never done it. That image right there certainly wouldn't be the case. Like I wouldn't be able to Taylor put it that way because she would just be too far out of the water.
Yeah.
See, the problem is, I understand this fear, right? It's not fear of the ocean as such, but it's a fear of the unknown.
Right, so she doesn't like going into like deep water. She can't.
I mean, do you? You know what I mean? Like, if you actually deep it for a second.
One of my biggest, I think I've told this before, but like one of my, like, do you get like unnerved at certain things? So see for me, see if I see a boat that's sunk, that gives me like the heebie-jeebies. Like, see like the Titanic, like, see if I ever see videos of that sunk, I'm always feeling like, there's something.
Hairs in the back of your neck. No,
Lives over up in a submarine, totally fine with that. That fucking sunken ship, can't handle it for some reason.
It's just like you even see the movies like the Meg, for example, with Jason Statham, right?
Yeah.
Like, imagine that shit does happen. Like, imagine there is shit. You didn't notice under there.
Yeah.
There is fucking fish that's maybe got like 8 eyes. You know what I mean? Like, we didn't know.
Yeah. What I would say though, in fairness though, normally if you're on, well, from my experience, the one time I went on a jet ski, which was on Jersey, yeah, like, they're pretty close to like the coast itself. So for me, I don't get that natural reaction because I'm not like. If like Jersey was like a dot over there, and then I was like fucking over here, I'd be a bit kind of like, oh, if I went in, I'd be a bit worried. But different if like, you know, I'm only like 200 yards away from the shores.
I think if like you see it there, and that photo alone.
I mean, that's the kind of thing that you want to be in blue.
see the light part of the water. I probably would enjoy that, but the minute I got close to the dark side,
that'd be out for you.
Well, literally the dark side, isn't it? So.
But yeah, no, really good fun. The ones that the names that I'd say goes against it though, extremely expensive though. To like even like rent. Like I was only able to do it like with my dad because I was a kid at the time, so I couldn't really afford it. But like I've just checked. Like I might when me and Sam went on holiday. It was like fucking like £200 to rent one, like from 10 minutes, 20 minutes. I was with. I was in Ely a few years back when we used to go to the house there. That it was like fucking like £100 to rent it for like half an hour over there. Which I suppose, you know, it's a big dangerous machine, but still, it's a bit fucking expensive. Like,
I
do think they're quality. I think they're a good bit of fun. I haven't been on this one once, so there.
This is on you because I mean I've never.
Yeah, I mean I can't really pay it too high because I've only used it once, but I think they're quite good fun.
Aye, I mean it's something I would definitely try.
Okay, and so for the final one of the day, you have the honours.
I'll go with this little bitch right here.
What? We've got all the sports out of the way of the day, haven't we?
Aye. This one is golf, which is once known to be the old man's sport. The sport that wasn't a sport because there was no requirements to run. So,
well, I think it's better come from you, because I think the audience knows already if they've been around for a while, my opinion, so it's better come from you to start with.
I enjoy the golf.
Do you actually watch it still? Or?
Oh, highlights. I could sit and watch like a 2 hour following of the 18 holes of like the Ryder Cup or that. I've simply not got the time.
That's good.
I've just not got the time for it. But I mean, I still watch highlights. It's a great sport. It's fun to play. It's fun to watch. At times, there is some times where the golf is like, if there's no somebody hitting like an absolute fucking cracker jam of a shot, you're like, you know, somebody's playing it safe, you know, down the fairway, on a green and 2, and then you putt. No, very good. You got a birdie. Right, next fucking hole. Do you know what I mean? Like it can be repetitive. And then he's fucking doubles partners out there. You know, he's fucking scared to fucking shot down the fairway, on a green and 2, putt for 3, birdie up the road. That stuff can be quite boring.
When's the last time you went up a range?
Oh, I couldn't tell you.
Not that long.
Could not tell you. I've got clubs in the back of my car. I was meant to go with Taylor's wee brother. He shot it.
Well, up to the range.
Aye.
Well,
well, he said he knew one our way. I can't even mind what I think it was. I want to say Tillicott now. So that was where we were meant to be going, but shot it. No, we've never kind of arranged it or that. I would go, but you know, it's just one of those ones where
I used to fucking enjoy it so, like, say back when you and me used to go up to driving range up at Brucefields, I used to enjoy it so much.
That fucking cunt fucking set his place on fire for an insurance job.
Thanks, mate.
Fucking spoil the fun, you're right.
Not even that as well, the fact now, because I actually go and play golf on the courses now as well, I can't even do that because it's got rid of the fucking course. Yeah, local stolen problems. But they are thinking of building that range beside Sam Spear's house, so...
Whereabouts?
Like down towards, you know, where the Brucefield, not Brucefield, you know, where the pet centre is, or the... Fuck, what am I thinking?
Spit out here, you fucking idiot.
You remember the old Vauxhall garage was he used to work at? Beyond that, what's that fucking road down there, past towards Hill Parkway? What's the fucking debts that's there?
I know, Broadway's...
Broadway's, yeah, they're thinking of putting a driving range there. Yeah. But people are signing against it, so we need them to get a grip and give up.
So it would be fucking... I was going to say something terrible there. For me, I enjoy playing this. I think it's great fun to watch as well at times. For me, in the quality, it's
quality for me as well.
It's not high quality, but it's, you know, it's quality for me.
I'd say I'd be putting it high, but yeah, there's something. As the listeners know, I've been playing a wee bit again with you, and I hope one day Jamie will fucking join us, but this way probably never.
On the course is maybe a bit wild, but you know.
But we're shite, and we still go out there. You could be fine.
Could be. That's the big thing. Could be. You know.
But
I could tell you the last time I've done 18.
Yeah, you forget though, I've never done an 18 of it. I done my first ever 18 fucking last year.
Right, you were telling me you were fucking like 6 over par and stuff on courses. That's wild.
In terms of like mad.
No, like that's good going for somebody who's never done 18. You know, if I was to step back out,
that was a scrap with you though. So best ball, so yeah. But like, yeah, no, I think I was fucking like, I don't know. I played there 2 weeks ago up at Palsrig with Oliver and his mate Lacey. I think I only done 9 holes, but I think what was I over par? I can't remember what I was, to be honest. But I was shite. But I mean, like I didn't do it like that bad. I was holding up anyone or that. I
don't think I have the feet of holding folk up.
No. Oh, right, so what is it then? You don't want you just don't want Michelle personally.
Maybe.
Yeah, no, because see beforehand, when I always wanted to play with you when we were going to the range, that was my biggest fear back then, was holding people up. But now I know, like, just if you time it well enough, like, you know, you'll get a slot. Or if you know, there's a group of boys behind you that are better, just let them play through. Makes it easier. No one's complaining then.
I think it's more my putt would be awful.
But so's mine. But that's it, you only get better if you go, like, I can go back, and I don't go anywhere near
There you
it.
get better. I'm quite comfortable. No blame.
The annoying thing is, you'd actually probably be beating me as well for the played.
100%.
Exactly, see, you can have that gloating on you.
Well, I don't know.
Jesus, you're right, they don't stop once you pop.
They're fucking tremendous. I'm going to go ahead and put them up there 10.
Right, so I get a slightly bumped up rating then overall.
No. 10 push a lot. They were great for everybody watching. That's the Pringles away. Texas barbecue ones. Well done, Liam.
You're welcome. What was I going to say? But yeah, no, golf really enjoyed. Got back into it the last few years. Now playing on courses. Really enjoy it. But there, fair enough.
Hi. For reference, I think I would beat you in an 18. But
yeah, that's fine. I'm fine with that.
you need to live with it, you know. Being second best or everything between us, but I get it.
Like a great joke.
Honestly. But that's been the quality shite ball. We've ended on golf.
I'm very sport heavy on this thing.
Very mixed as well. We've got a couple on shite there and a couple on
Couple good.
quality.
Anyway, right. Oh, actually, for once in a while, first time in a while, we've ended positive as well. More than college, right? But anyway, away from that, then now, there's also been a few other things that have happened, you know, this year. You know, from one sport to another, Liverpool are doing well again. I think ignore last night's result.
Dangerous topic to bring up.
Pick up.
People will click off.
It's fine. They're better now.
Talk about the football.
They're better now. They've given us some views.
Aye, this will only be 10 minutes. Just
Just fast forward.
Liverpool are doing well. Contract situation still not been ironed out, so.
Are you still coming? Because you were saying to me a while back that you think they're all going to sign. You still feel
No, I think 2 is. I think 2 is already signed. I'm going with that theory. I think 2 is.
That's a bold theory to have.
I think Van Dijk and Mo Salah have already signed.
I think it would have been leaked by now by one of them.
No. I think they're both signed. Or both have agreed to sign. And they're waiting on Trent's decision. Because
So like, we're fucked, they're leaving in.
Here's mine. They're better than Trent.
Right, okay. Be careful about what you're about to say about the other two, though.
No. There's better than Trent. He's young, he's homegrown, he supports the club, but he doesn't want to be there. Fuck off him. For me, there's better than him. This is maybe a wild shout, right? It probably is. You're probably laughing
I
at
don't know where you're
I would part ways with him if that's what he wants to do.
Yeah, no,
You
you don't keep him there if he doesn't want to do that.
No, we can't. It's just
Yeah,
but you know, if you can't entice him to stay, fuck off, and use a bit of money and go buy the ex-Celtic right back, Jeremy Ping Pong. Right,
he's not even a right back for him though. He's a basic winner at 11.
I know. But he can
People
defend.
care about Trent not being able to defend. That man cannot defend.
He can defend. You get him, right? Or you get somebody who played against us, by the way, and was fucking superb. Fran Garcia for Real Madrid. He was absolutely quality, and he played out of position. Absolutely quality. I just think you need to go and you just need to take a fucking risk. Just get somebody that, because I don't get me wrong. I think Fran Garcia is better than Trent Alexander-Arnold. No, but you can't keep him there. I think Jeremy Ping Pong is better. I do. I genuinely do. I think he's a fucking great player and he's very forward thinking and he's got a good pass on him. Is he better than Trent? I'd say so. I would say.
You actually genuinely think he's better player than Trent?
I do.
That's a bold statement.
There is a few other right backs there, but
yeah, I mean, it's just one of those ones where, like, I mean, honestly, like, I don't like Conor Bradley's always been pretty good when he's played.
you keep him fit, then Conor Bradley could be a great right back for us.
I think you give Bradley a shot at it until January next year. I think it's fair enough to say, look, you've performed when you've played. We need to obviously buy us if, say, Salah and Van Dijk goes well, hypothetically. You can maybe say, look, we need to buy a centre back, a right winger, potentially as well, left back, centre mid, who else as well. So
you've got to
so we'll save money here. You've got the run of the books for a year. Say if you prove yourself, you'll be in the team basically, which I think is entitled to. But then it also means we have no cover at that stage, which would be a bit worrying.
Yeah. Also, Joe Gomez can play there,
but he's often about twice fit a year.
I also think that they need to go sign a centre half anyway.
Yeah, that's true.
I think they need to sign a centre half anyway. Because Van Dijk, you might get him signed for another 2 years, but he's not going to be prime for another 2 years. The deterioration, I think, will kick in after next year.
Kanate and Gomez are injury prone as well.
Kanate's brilliant on his day.
Quansah weirdly seems to have taken a step back since slot. He seems to be the only one as well, but he seems to be like one of these players that's taken a bit of a step.
So I think you go and you need to get a centre half anyway. That would rotate away Kanate.
Yeah.
You know, Kanate gets fucking 3 games, this cunt gets 3 games, whoever it is you buy, and then whoever's performing best gets the shot. You can't replace Salah. It's as simple as that. There's world beaters out there that you can maybe go break the bank on, but they're not going to provide what Salah brings you.
You could have any player, say if Liverpool had all the money in the world, they could sign anyone tomorrow.
Aye.
They don't get Salah's replacement from anyone. So
he's the best player in the world right now. I don't care what anybody says. Like your Mbappe and stuff, he's took time to bed into Real Madrid. He seems to have found his feet a bit since now, but he's still not as good as what Salah is. Like he's still not as good. And I don't care what anybody says as well. The Prem's the hardest league to do it in. I think it's the best league and it's the most competitive league, and he's done it in the Premier League. Whereas in Spain, there's 3 or 4 teams in that league that you could whitewash in a result. But Real Madrid can, maybe not every team. Like he scored a hat trick the other night, I'm sure, and it was a hat trick that you or I could have scored. Like it was in the right position, you scored the goal. Like it was dead easy. He has bad moments of brilliance, don't get me wrong, like I'm not saying anything, but you can't replace Salah. You just cannot replace him. Even like your Vinicius Junior, like he's a great football player and he would be brilliant in Liverpool, but he's just not as good as what Salah gives to you. So he is the best player in the world. And I've not really got any other kind of... I could argue until I was blue in the face, I truly believe it. I've had my problems with Salah over the years. He fucking for sure still misses too much chances, but his output has increased drastically. Like over the 7 years, is it 7 years before them?
Yeah, that's the
8th year, and his numbers have been ridiculous every year.
Yeah,
but like he's getting, if you want to say, he's getting less chances now, but putting more away.
Yeah.
Because he's got competition now. Like Gakpo's playing brilliant. You know. Nunes comes on and puts a shift in every single time. Jota, every time he steps foot in the park, scores a goal.
It's a shame we can only get one for 3 games.
Luis Diaz has went through spells where he's been phenomenal scoring goals, so he's got other people to score goals, but throughout the years he was missing chances and missing chances and missing chances. He maybe scored you 3 goals in the game, but he's maybe had 35 shots. That's how bad it was. And I used to say it to you all the time. I used to say the amount of chances he misses is crazy. But his output his conversion rate is going like wildly better.
Yeah. Well, Jamie, we're now.
We're winning the league.
Before I even finish it,
we're winning the league.
Now, you know that I'm famously the pessimist in this team when it comes to Liverpool Football Club.
We're winning the league.
I did have a feel like
Arsenal's not good enough.
see that game that do you know what, ironically, and every football fan will always be like, oh, if we don't win this game, this will be the game that says it. And Jay thought that game against fucking who was it we were playing when I was messaging that Nunes scored, that Nunes comes on and scores 2 at the end.
Brentford.
And Jay thought if we drew that game as well, I was kind of like,
the tide would have turned.
I have to say though, I still don't think Man City are fully out of it yet. I think the kids, for doing 15 points is obviously huge, but let's be honest, February to May, every single year, they're basically unstoppable. So
yeah. And to be honest, they've pulled in a very good signing in that Marmoush or whatever his name is.
And the fact we still need to play them at the time as well isn't great. But I'm glad they're doing it, I'm pretty sure it's in a week's time or something like that. So
is it Marmoush? Is it
Marmoush?
Marmoush. He played. I watched his first game that he played for him.
The Chelsea one.
Aye, and he genuinely looked like he'd been in that squad for years. Like he looked good.
It's one of those ones that just helps when a team. I know they've sort of come back to form a bit recently, but it just helps sometimes getting a fresh pair of legs and new ideas on them.
Aye.
So.
I've got a double game week though.
Yeah, that's not. I'll be honest. A lot of it kind of decides on this week as well because
if we get past these 2 games,
we win.
Yeah, we win the league. They 2 ways about it.
Yeah, I don't think much would stop us because Bournemouth, although people would be saying you need to beat Bournemouth, that's fair, but they have also they're joint best form out of us in the league as well. They've not lost in fucking 10 games, I think. I don't think their centre back. I think I seen somewhere the other day as well. Their centre back partnership hasn't lost together when they've played yet as well, which is worrying basically. And the last ever Merseyside derby at Goodison, and it's Whyte in charge. He would literally love nothing more than to win against us. And I think he would be. Part of me thinks he might get it.
Yeah. It's two extremely tough games.
You're right though. I do fully agree with you though that if we win these 2, I'm like 95% towards being like, yeah, we're doing it. But we win these 2, I'll go the full 100.
I think, see, 5 weeks ago, if you says to me, you've got a game against Everton, we would have fucking leathered them.
Yeah, it's a shame that fucking Dyche got sacked when he did.
It's 2 tough games, but if we get through the 2 games, Liverpool win the league.
Yeah.
The real question is, do you think we'll win the Champions League?
Nah, I think we win. I think, I'm being realistic here, I think we win. I think we win. We win something definitely. I think the Prem. We definitely. I think the Prem and maybe the League Cup. If we get past Spurs, but I feel that we do.
Yeah.
But yeah,
you know who we get the Champions League yet?
We either play a combination of either PSG, Brest, or who was the other tie between? I forget now. It was fuck. Who was it? I can't remember. You keep talking. Let's check.
All I'm saying is, Liverpool are 100% winning the league, in my opinion.
Yeah.
We're winning the Champions League.
Why are you going to jinx this?
We're winning the Champions League.
No.
Our next tie is going to be Brest, and we're going to fucking.
They're beating fucking PSG,
Aye, because PSG are shite.
Okay.
So we're beating whoever. In fact, we're winning the Champions League, and we win the League Cup, and we walk away with a treble.
Right, aye. So we're either playing. Oh no, it is. Yeah, no, aye. So it is. Oh, I don't fucking understand this. Or is it Barcelona that I've got them? I don't fucking know. I think it's PSG or Brest we basically play.
And we're up there for him at the same time, right? I say we walk away with a treble this year.
Fucking hell. Because someone done it. It's a big
We are the fucking best team on the planet now. We've had shaky weeks. But
yes.
we have every Champions Day. You know what I mean? No every season can be fucking 100 points and, you've lost one game all season. You know what I mean?
No, you're right.
Even City, they've went through spells to still win the league. They finally won a Champions League.
Yeah.
It happens. Tell you now, 3 trophies, for Arne Slot. He's up the road, pumping away.
So you're saying Prem, Champions League, and one of the league or league cup. Right.
I think it'll be the League Cup. I think the FA Cup. I think we'll just stumble on it.
Because that'd be so annoying because United will be like, oh, it's not a real treble.
Aye. But see when we win this league title and we're on the same fucking.
Oh, that'll be.
No, is it more titles than that?
Nah.
Same titles.
We've now got more trophies than them, but if we win this, it's now the same league.
Which is 20 titles. So we're going to win it. We're winning the league. We're winning the Champions League, and we're winning the League Cup.
Well, if it is that, then we have to go out to celebrate that.
Honestly, put a pound on it right now. I'm telling you, it's happening. It's as simple as that.
Well, I'll shake it, yeah, because I'm happy to lose that.
It's 1,000,000% happening. That's how confident I am.
They're so confident you put a pound on it.
But I mean, yeah, I'm going to put one next week, and that, so I'm going to be skinting that, But we're 100%. We're in a good place, and we're going to win the treble.
Right, well, now all the non-football fans can join them if done.
Maybe a bit longer than 10 minutes, but grow up.
That's important. That's bars. Right, couple of other things. Well, there's been some other things happening in the world. Donald Trump is president again.
Yep, hallelujah.
Moving on. Honestly, what do you actually make of it? Do you care? Do you not give a shit at all?
I mean, I do care. I'm not one of these, I used to work with a boy at Allan Park and he was fucking dead obsessed with it. Watched fucking when the votes were coming in.
Is it American?
No.
Was he American?
No, he's just...
Is he a freak?
Aye, total gun. But that's, again, his choice, whatever.
Choose the gift life.
Aye, he's a weapon. But, hear me out. Despite being a weapon, he actually cared about it.
He cared to go elected.
Aye, again, weapon.
So he was
voting for Trump, by. Well, no voting, he was
visually voting for Trump.
For me, I think it's a good thing for one reason and one reason only. It genuinely did, so it was. Whether it was this Middle East or whether it was, Russia or China, the kind of was, or very much, he was the peacemaker between the lot. But the reality is, he's not going to be there forever, because he's got to be dead soon. And when he's dead...
I don't know how he's still alive with that fucking diet. How is he still alive?
So he's going to be dead soon. So when he's dead, Britain's not then got Trump to go, well, Trump's a good guy, but he's dead. So let me bomb fucking Minnesota, He doesn't care. Do you get what I'm saying? So it's good for a few things. Primarily the wars. He's a bit of a peacemaker. And he's just, for me, it's comedic value. He's very funny. He's good to observe, when you see the videos on TikTok. I mean, you can't take a bullet and all that, know what I mean? He's just a funny guy.
The minute that happened, I knew it was from the election.
Some say it was a ploy.
I wish he fucking did. If that was, that's the most incredible dodge ever. Avoid it.
I personally don't care, however, it has its benefits. It's a good laugh, and
the crack out of it for 4 years.
Well, you see that there was thousands of women that were just leaving the country and all that after he got elected because his stance against abortion and stuff like that.
Yeah,
hilarious. That's funny. I know it's funny. Look, we can see Camden. Right, I don't know why you're rubbing your face and all that. Right, it's funny. There's a comedic value.
No, there's a right. Let's clarify that. There's a comedic value if it's these cams on Twitter going, "Oh, I fucking hate Trump because he's a bastard." If there's a poor lassie that wants to rightfully have an abortion and she can't fucking do it because this guy's made the choice, then it's a bit fucking harsh. I have to be honest.
It's protection. That's what it's there for.
Well, right, I'm not getting into this week. I don't know.
Again, because you're wrong.
I don't want to get into it.
So, for the comedic value, he is absolutely second to none. I watched the guy, that Charlie Kirk guy on TikTok. Don't know if you've seen him. He's like the mad cunt that just goes to colleges and sits outside, and then they all all the mad fucking Gen Z freaks walk up to him and they don't know what.
I know the one.
They didn't know whether they're a lamp or a fucking female, and they're like, what do you make of abortion? And he was like, well, Iron Trump's answer is fucking brilliant, and he goes into detail and absolutely ruins them. I think again, it just breeds absolute psychopaths, and it's brilliant. I don't know if you've probably heard that song on TikTok that's like by Lola fucking something, and it's like the one that's like Messy, it's called.
No.
I don't like to play it, I'll just get copyright straight, but
we can't get all of it.
and I'm not prepared to sing it because we'll probably get copyright because my voice is tremendous, but one of these songs, like this generation that we live in is got absolute fucking freaks in it.
yeah, you know you're starting to sound like that boy at the back of the pub that no one can be arsed speak to anyway.
No, you've got to admit it though. I mean, it's just that the world's it's got absolute freaks in it, man.
It does, you're right, but
I don't think people change gender now. That's not what I'm getting at, but it's
no. But do you not think as well? A large majority of it, you see these freaks on social media because, let's be honest, people that will stand out more will do better on social media. You're not going to see a normal cunt just kicking around on social media. You will see these.
You're going to be different, 100%. But there's been different, and there's been.
But I think that's what. So like social media is there to push those that are different and cause conflict.
But you sound like a fucking gimp yourself, Liam. Come on.
No, I'm agreeing with you. My point that I'm trying to make is here. You will see more of these people because they will be pushed the higher of your algorithm. Do you not believe me at that?
No, I understand what you're saying, but check the absolute fucking nick in this fucking thing.
What then? That's going to be so bad for you right to show it.
Right, honestly, look at the state of that thing. That's no normal.
For context, it's someone with wearing a dog collar around their neck, I think that is. I can't really tell with the line.
It's a fucking freak, and look at it, it's just a fucking freak.
So who's that, sorry?
Lola Young, the name is.
So what you said she made a song like that.
Fucking freak. There's a song that went viral on TikTok. She's a one-song wonder, and she's a fucking freak show.
So what's the song about? What's like this?
No, just say she was a freak.
Oh right, okay. So is she falling trying to get some? What was
I don't know.
Right. So what was the link?
She's just a freak. But I know what I was saying was this Charlie Kirk guy who is Trump.
Yeah.
Freaks like her got to the show. Like I've got to the
right. Okay. Right. I get it.
But we're not got sidetracked. What I'll say is there is a fair amount of freaks that got to this Charlie Kirk side.
I've seen them. I've seen some of the.
So what I'm saying is, Trump is brilliant, right? He's great for community value. Some of his stances are brilliant. Pro-Trump. You don't want to move on because I think we went down a rabbit hole on Trump.
Yeah, I think we have. Let's fucking.
There's maybe no returning. Let's be real.
There probably isn't. No, I will say one thing just then. I actually did see a good weirdly. I don't think a lot of time he speaks a lot of shit, but I actually seen a good thing from Dana Whyte the other day. He was like, "Oh yeah, so like I voted Trump," and like someone's giving him grief for that, and he was like, "Well, no, you shouldn't be able to give me grief." And he was like, "Yeah, no, I can say what I want." I was like, "Well, I didn't ask who you voted for. I don't care who you voted for. I believe this person out of the two options was the better for like not just myself, but for my family and my friends and that." Now, fair enough, it was like, now, I might be potentially wrong, but I had to make the same educated guess that you did as well. And it's just because that doesn't mean you give you the right to shout at me and complain at me. It's a free country and you should vote for who you want. I think that's a very fair point.
Aye, this is where I find it funny though that Americans in general actually think their vote matters.
Yeah.
Like over here, like I don't see it, everybody goes, "Oh, your vote always counts, it matters. You can beat the vote." No, I can't. Let me tell you for why, because there's only one party getting in, pal, and it doesn't matter, my vote, your vote, and your fucking grand's vote, it's happening. We're getting the Tories in, and that's that, get it. This time around, it genuinely might be different, who knows? But that's only a recent controversy, the reason for the next vote could be different. Whereas the past fucking 8 years, 9 years, 10 years, as long as I can remember, it's proactively been Tories
But also, it's about knowing each other.
and your fucking vote does not matter. And everybody votes, so the votes mount up. But in the UK, in particular, their vote doesn't matter here in Scotland because England and Wales take the majority. So it's like, our vote doesn't matter. It's the same with America. It's too big a place that your one vote doesn't matter. So like having this whole fucking let me read up on all the policies that the party's putting across doesn't matter, mate, because your party's not getting in. And if they are getting in, you're voting for them, and they've got in, none of it's coming through because politicians lie. You know what I mean? That's all.
It's the sad truth of it.
You vote for somebody to get power. That power person is already for 40 plans to make themselves more powerful, more wealthy, and how they can fuck out of the UK because the reality is they didn't care. So your politicians they'll go into the fucking game, they'll get the power, they'll get all the money they can, and they'll fuck off. Go live in fucking Jersey, but it doesn't matter. You know what I mean?
Big up.
Aye. Or Guernsey. Better than the two.
Oh.
So, it doesn't really matter.
You'd say all that stuff on this, but that's some
Your vote doesn't count. That's again, that's what I say. But I do understand.
a bright start to the year here, aren't you?
What I'm saying is, like, Dana White is, I appreciate him thinking about, like, how he's going to vote, who he's going to vote for, why he's going to vote.
Yeah,
His vote doesn't matter.
it's more the fact that even though he's voting for technically the more
They take it dead serious.
I respect the fact that he's like, well, do you know what, even though you're voting different to me, like, I don't care about what you're doing, and just because you disagree with me doesn't mean it gives you the right to say that I've done the wrong thing. It's a free country.
It's the problem. People actually care about it, they take it too serious.
Yeah, that is like, do you know what?
Even boys I used to work with, they were like, if I said, like, if I had a laugh and said that I was voting Tory to annoy them, they would bite at it, and they'd be like, but why? Why are you voting them? Because I know you would bite like a wee fucking goldfish up with. You know what I mean? Like, that's exactly why I've done it. You fucking absolute moron. I am voting Tory. You know what I mean? That was what I done. They were, why? Because I knew.
You might just wind up fucking
Well, you're fucking idiots. You know what I mean? Why bite? Don't bite or don't say it. You know what I mean? But they bite.
True.
But anyway, pro Tory.
This podcast is good.
I'm ready to go up the road. Like, I've said a lot.
Yeah. Right. I've actually got I've got a bit of a different game then to play now. I was going to get cards, but they didn't really. A pre-test on camera didn't really show up too well, so we'll just have to see it basically. You've seen the game that's done on Sky or like fucking Sport Bible thing, do it like they agree or disagree. But you have like seriously agree, disagree, etc. Normally they've got a table, glass of water. They normally move around which way. Cameras over there, that won't make it that won't be good for us, so we're just going to have to say agree or disagree basically on this matter, alright?
Okay.
So we've got some topics here.
You could go closer to the edge of the table as agree, and that's disagree, but I get what you're saying.
I mean, you've got a Pringle tube there, don't you?
Aye.
Not reasonably. Let's see how well they show up at all, can't we?
All I'm saying is,
This one doesn't really show up. In fairness.
better get a fucking sponsorship.
Yeah, that's true, right. Okay. We'll do right. Here's the new plan, okay? We're going to agree. So, agree is this side, disagree is this side.
Closest to the camera is agree. Closest to the quality and shite what is disagree.
Yeah, if it's in the. We can't do it in the middle, you have to.
Aye,
we
go one side, aye.
And this is like strongly agree, disagree, strongly disagree.
That's fine by me.
Okay. And then we'll, have a wee discussion and debate.
Of course, naturally, aye.
So, first one. Money can buy happiness. You got your answer?
I'm ready, aye.
3, 2, 1. Oh, both the same, both.
Aye, 100%.
This is not going to change at all. I can't.
Well, if you can't
express what they said today.
Aye, I mean, I wouldn't agree, as to have you.
Yeah. You go first.
It can buy elements of happiness.
That's always, yeah.
It cannot buy true happiness.
Correct.
True happiness is comes from memories that you make with friends and family, based on friends and family relationships. If I was to say, right, you're coming on holiday with me, so's these people, right, I take you on holiday,
I'd be
I pay for it, yes, that is bought as a memory, therefore you've used money. However, in general, you can make memories with food.
Yeah, what money buys you is basically stress-free. So the more money you have, the more, or to a certain extent, the more money you have, the less stress that you have to deal with.
Yeah.
To a certain point, it also goes the other way once you get reached a certain amount of money.
Of course.
But, you know, not having to worry about paying off the mortgage, not having to worry about where your next meal's going to come from, being like, oh, do you know what, I could go to Lidl, but there is a Waitrose right there. I can just afford to go into Waitrose. It's these little things, and it buys you time as well, and time is money. Is the method. So yeah, right, you're completely right. And you still need to make the memories with those that you're closest to, which is why it's probably, in fairness, better to acquire wealth once you've, once you're older. Not like much older, but if you and me won the lottery now, class, we've had 10 years of working, and so we know what it's like to be on that end of the scale, we're way on the other scale.
Yeah. I'm happy we agree with that one.
Right. All art is subjective and open to interpretation. Strongly disagree. I would disagree.
Strongly disagree.
It's all art is said here, so all art.
Right. Are we talking about forms though? Are we talking about like the art of football?
No. Well, I'm guessing it's more to do with the...
Are we talking like paintings and museums?
Paintings and sculptures, shit like that.
Strongly disagree. I put on.
Yeah, because, shall I say, so...
Read it again one more time, sorry, just go for it.
All art is subjective and open to interpretation.
I'm happy with strongly disagree.
I mean, don't get me wrong, there's a lot of shit art. So, for example, because I was doing when I was away for New Year's, I'd done a big fat quiz of the year, so I was looking for questions. And do you know what the most expensive art piece was sold last year to a public audience?
£700 million.
No, it's a little less actually, but because they'll be also what's it?
£170 million.
Nah, it's about half that. It was about 60 million or that. But do you know what it was?
What was that?
It was
banana on a wall or something like that. Is it? Oh, I can't even fucking put that any further on the table to go off. Oh, whatever. Listen to me now. Right.
Do you know what he done with it as well? He ate the banana.
More money than sense. See, it buys you happiness.
Yeah. Go into that. I'll buy that.
Aye.
Looks like shite into that.
See, for me, go to fucking Tesco's and get a banana, mate. You know what I mean? It would save you a whole lot of cash. See, we were in Rome last year.
Aye.
And we went to the Borghese gallery, right? And we went round and it was loads of sculptures and loads of art pieces on the wall. And they were like fucking cool to look at. And you looked at them and you went, that's fucking impressive that somebody's done that.
Yeah.
Whether it was a painting or whether it was a sculpture, it's impressive how it's been done and it's impressive to look at. That was me interpreting it differently to someone else. That's genuine good art in a museum.
Yeah.
Fair play. Do I think it's like, oh my god, art is unbelievable, this is a great talent? No. Like, but it's the same principle of, you find what you find impressive in your own right.
No, that's fair, yeah.
So I suppose it open to interpretation in that sense. Like, I think my dad driving a lorry is impressive because it looks fucking hard. You know what I mean? I think when fucking you pull a touch for the sky and fucking run on with the ball, that's impressive, world class, unbelievable, no bother. Equally so, by the way, you and I getting up every day, going to work, coming home, grafting, that's impressive.
Doing this podcast for yourself.
Fucking well done. Somebody painting a painting, it is impressive. But somebody that fucking sticks a banana to the wall and gets that amount of money, the world's gone mad. The world's gone. And art in general, by the way, and again, it's opinionated.
Yeah.
If you said it's open to opinions, I'd maybe sway.
Yeah.
But like, you've got 3 posters on the wall there, right? They're all nice designs. right? They're all cool. For Taylor's Christmas, you made me, like, you got me the canvas. Again, it's impressive. Like, I couldn't be more thankful that you could. They're impressive to look at. It was impressive. Taylor loves it. Happy days. That's an art form. It's class. But am I going to fucking wank off to it? Like, no.
Now I'm disappointed. That's the only reason I made it for you.
I strongly disagree.
That's fair.
Fuck art.
That's fair. I agree with that.
That's my.
No, listen, you put it beautifully. I can agree with that. Right. University is a scam. 3, 2, 1. Strongly agree.
I strongly agree.
I mean, we've also got two sides of the coin here. I mean, you've obviously never gone down the route and become very successful in your own right. I obviously went down the route of university and had its good points and bad points with it. I suppose so it's a bit different also in Scotland. So yes, I have SAS payments to pay back. I accept that. But it's not like England, it's not like America, it's not putting me in crippling debt, you know. It takes a little bit off my wage each month, but I think it's like 5% off my wage. It's the point that I don't really notice it or don't think, fuck me, this is a scam.
Fucking frightening.
It's a bit worse when I get commission, then I notice a bit more, I'm like, what the fuck's this? Get a grab university. But from that point of view then, from as someone that's been to university in Scotland, and I'm at the point where like that debt as well doesn't also show up on like a fucking credit card or like a bank statement or anything like that, which also goes in my favour as well. It's not like something that could critically affect me. I accept the people that are abroad or down even in England have it much worse than we do, and from their point of view I'd probably move it on to the end. But even though I'm including college in this bracket as well, because obviously I had better memories from college, but I think I definitely learned certain skills from there that I wouldn't have done if I didn't go to college or university. I wouldn't have started the podcast if I didn't go to college, because I learned about doing podcasts through there. I wouldn't have done.
Only if.
What is it?
Only if.
Fuck you. I wouldn't have. I've met friends for life through there. I've also, in general, I think it helped me as well, like, learn a bit more and hone my skills into more what I wanted to do. And it's made me a lot better technically at a lot of things than I didn't have before. So from that point of view, I would say it was. Could I have learned it on my own at home? Potentially, but again, I wouldn't have had the memories, wouldn't have had the enjoyment. I also, as well, I'm someone that probably thrives better in a classroom environment than trying to sit at home and fucking work out myself. So yes, I do agree, for a lot of people it is absolutely a scam. You'd be better off just fucking doing like an open university course or ignore it entirely, going straight to the workplace. But for me, it certainly had elements that worked for it, so that's why I'm not strongly agreed.
Here's one of my problems with university.
Yeah.
It's not needed. Right?
For a lot of things, yeah.
For everything.
Right, okay. Doctors, nurses?
No.
No?
Hear me out, right?
I'm interested in this.
Could you or I be a doctor?
No.
Why?
Because we don't have the training.
Right. How best to get the training?
Yeah, by going into the field.
Correct. You do not require university. Now, to learn about all the different stuff in the body, the anatomy, things like that.
That's where I was going to go with it, yeah.
That's fine, and I totally get that. But, do you really require university for that?
For that specifically, I'd say yeah. I see where your argument's going, but I think for that you're wrong. I think for 90% of things you are correct. I think things like writing, I think things like computing, I think things like even tradesman stuff, I think things like what else can you fucking do? University, those are,
do you know what I mean? Like, I'd maybe say, right, I maybe started off with the craziest of ones, but like, for me, university should be solely for 5 or 6 subjects. And to be a vet, to be a nurse, to be a doctor, to fucking, be a brain surgeon, you know, like that sort of stuff. Fair enough, I can maybe part ways with it and be like, you know what? Cool. See, for being an accountant or even, like you say, tradesman, stuff like that, the fact you need to go to college or university for that is fucking wild. Wild. Even something as fucking, like, when I look at a career path, right, I think that, like, going into the forces, whether it's police, ambulance, fire brigade, there is an element of university required to get to certain levels.
Yeah.
Why? If you've been a PC for fucking 8 years, you know the job inside out, but you want to go up to detective and you need to go to fucking 6 months at uni or whatever. Why?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, what's university? What's some cunt that doesn't do anything to do with that job got to teach you that you don't already know from doing the job? Doctors and stuff, I think it's maybe a bit different because obviously, like I said, there is an anatomy where it. You need to know how every part in the body works. You need to know how to You need to know how to diagnose, not like a fault way. That's maybe the wrong thing.
Plus, that's why I sound a bit mean here, but it is there as well, partially to weed folk out as well. Like, they will show you deliberately there the most horrific and gruesome stuff there to make sure you can handle it before you see it for real life.
I just think university is a scam for everything bar a select few subjects. Like, lawyer, university is required.
Yeah.
Because there is so much of the law, there's so much laws, there is so different types of lawyers. It requires uni. It requires somebody to actually be able to have the knowledge, to provide the knowledge.
Yeah.
Doctors, nurses, I totally get it.
Podcasters.
But see, for like a tradesman or even like a mechanic, you'll learn better on the job.
Nah, definitely.
So I think it's a scam. I think it's fucking extortionate. And I know you're saying like, oh, it's only 5% off and stuff, but it's like, still just holds you down for however many years. And it's people that go to university, get a degree and then never use it, and put themselves in that, put themselves in that debt for nothing. And it's because you're kind of taught from a young age that education's the best route to the best life and best career. Bullshit. Strongly agree. Fuck uni.
So, social media does more harm than good. 3, 2, 1. Strongly disagree.
Look, if you're a fucking snowflake, fine, right?
Like fucking Donald.
But university, fuck, I still won that, fuck uni by the way. But universally is what I was going to say. It doesn't matter whether you're fucking on social media or in real life, right? Hate comments happen, bullying happens, doesn't matter, right? Racism happens, right? You know that firsthand. You're racist.
So I just want to clarify about this.
Bigotry happens, whether it's online or offline.
See, I'm not even trying to go through it from that point of view. My point of view that I'm more agree from it is, I think it's just a way to waste time. No, I can't. Do you know what I think? No, always.
Shut up, man. Right, right, hear me out. You're fucking absolute sausage, right? Honestly. Okay, we don't even need to argue this point with you.
Go on.
Hypothetically, right, all your mates are doing something, right, so you've got a free night, right, there is no such thing as a PlayStation, right,
Yeah.
there is no such thing as something that you want to watch on telly, right, what are you doing?
Go ahead for a little walk.
There's my point proven right there.
I listened to the Sitting and Chat podcast on Spotify.
Which is on social media, right?
Spotify.
It's a social media.
Right, okay, that's that. I'll look up on I'll Google it.
Right, which you'll then get directed to either YouTube or Spotify, which is social media platforms.
Fuck off, man.
Yeah, listen, right? Social media is required, right?
Yeah, no, it is. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that's
Yeah, but it's passion. Get it in here.
Nah. fucking. I don't know.
Why do you agree? Why you agree it does, mate?
I just generally think, like, in terms of, I do waste so much time with just fucking social media.
What else you got to do?
Fucking something more productive, and I hate them. Yeah, you're absolutely. I should be.
When are you referring to? Because as far as I'm aware, right, your diary is pretty fucking full. Right, if I was to phone Taylor right now and say, William's diary, give me 3 words to sum it up, I'm guaranteeing you it would be never fucking stops or far too busy. Like I'm telling you, you don't have set out times for people, what you're doing, why you're doing it, and when you're doing it, where you're doing it. Like you have a diary for stuff to be doing, a plethora of stuff to do.
I wish it was less much.
It is. You can fucking bullshit all you want, right? You work and then you spend all your time with your mates and stuff, which by the way, fair play to you. However, hear me out. I spend too much. I bet, go and get your screen time up because you're fucking pissing me off. You're so wrong. You're so wrong. It's like, you're so wrong.
To be honest, that was cool.
These kids are in the cool moments.
Yeah, but the one get out on fucking TikTok right now.
I'm telling you right now, you're a weapon. Because if your only argument for the Pringles can be on that side of the table is because
of this week.
No, I want to go the day. Are you working the day?
Yeah.
Right.
It's always higher when I'm working, so I use it a lot more.
Right, fine. Go to your last day off then. You're honestly fucking idiot, honestly. What's my phone shot, by the way?
You didn't know that fucking iPhone 7 was not.
Can carry on.
Last day off was fucking. That day was 8 hours and 8 minutes.
8 hours and 8 minutes.
Yeah.
Right.
Today is.
Oh,
Oops, sorry.
8 hours, 8 minutes.
Yeah.
What was your highest viewed, or what was your most time spent on?
Entertainment.
Does it not got an app?
Oh, sorry, YouTube.
YouTube.
Then afterwards was X.
Right. So, how long were you on X for?
An hour.
Right. The first time, that's wild. How long were you on YouTube for?
53 minutes.
Okay, let's go with that. Right, let's hold that there. Right?
Yeah.
3 minutes. 3 hours, sorry.
Yeah.
Of YouTube. Right?
Yeah.
Let's go with a chill evening. Right? Back in the day. Right?
Mm.
Hard day at work, for example. I know you weren't, but hard day at work. Right?
Oh, right, Jimmy, when I was
When you were off there, right? So hard day at work.
Yeah.
You come in for work, get your dinner and that, and you sit on the couch, fuck on the television.
That's nice, isn't it?
6 o'clock. Oh, what's that? It's 10 o'clock. Boom, there's 4 hours gone. That's what you've done. You've just sat on YouTube watching videos just like you would be watching telly.
Yeah.
So,
I agree with you.
if you wanted 3 hours on YouTube, what would you have done differently? Go back to that day, your day off, what would you have done differently? Let me hear it. What would you
I said all my friends are busy,
It's your day off, you could have chose what you wanted to do. What day was this?
Monday.
Right, you were off Monday. What cunts work on a Monday? You were off. What would you have done differently?
Honestly, if I couldn't see my mates, I wasn't on YouTube, I'm going to TV. PlayStation wasn't a thing.
Does more harm my ass. Get it in that side of the table because you're wrong. You know you're wrong.
No, that's the point. I know it terribly. I'm a wrong person, but I still think it's like
You're wrong. Your answer is wrong. Where you are sat right now is wrong. Your opinion on the matter is wrong. You're entitled to it, but you're wrong. That is wrong because your argument has been disproved. Mine's on the other hand. See if you'd sat there with an argument of, drives people to mental health. Like I maybe go, you know what? I can't even really argue it because people are snowflakes. People take comments poorly, and it drives them to crazy things. Fair enough. Would it happen to me? No. But I'm strong up here, These
the mentality ones.
These snowflakes, right, that get called fat ones online and what if I can, slit their throat.
Yeah, exactly. Imagine it was Jamie's been called fat.
Exactly, right? full fucking kind of penguins, I'm going to get pelters in the comments. Am I going to do myself in? No. Do I think it does more harm than it does good? No. It's funny. Grow up. Snowflakes. Be gone. However, you're wrong. Your point you put across was terrible. Absolutely terrible. So anyway, you're wrong.
Did you say I called you in there?
I don't know that number.
I got a call as well there.
What was the number?
It was like a fucking 020 number.
No, mine's wasn't that. Mine's was
Fucking Tuesday though, when I was fucking 4 hours and 35 minutes online.
I don't know who this is, and it's
Give him a call on the podcast. Call now. I call live on the podcast to find out who's doing this. You know, I just hit redial.
I know, I was seeing if it was it's like previous.
Right number.
I don't think I've ever been phoned from them before.
Give him a wee run now.
Wait a minute.
Live on the pod.
What if it's something that it shouldn't be?
Well, then we'll cut out.
Alright, fair enough. Let's do it.
Might keep it a wee bit away because it'll fuck up the audio. Anyway, that's a terrible idea because it'll fuck up the audio. Please just be live on the social channels. Hey, mate.
Oh.
What is happening, Shag? What's going on?
Oh, what's happening, George?
Okay. Oh, you're not saying my number?
Ah, fuck, man. I've not got your number saved still. Yeah, right, we're on the phone. By the way, right, just so it's clear, right? We're doing a podcast right now, right?
Right.
And you're technically live on the podcast, so you want to say what's happening?
What's happening, guys?
There you go, right. Can I phone you back after this, so?
To the channel.
Right, I'll phone you back after we've done this, right?
Anyways, mate.
Right, bye.
Cheers, George.
I've now said his number for reference. There you go. So,
I'll definitely keep that.
for reference, but maybe need to cut his number out. I did read it out, I think.
For fuck's sake.
No, just a part of it. For reference, that was a previous guest, George, who did say hello to you there if you couldn't hear. The audio might be fucked up. We might still be fucked up.
We might have actually now fucked up.
We might never. But who cares? Fuck you.
So, next one. We currently make better podcasts than when we started.
Right, okay.
3, 2, 1. Fucking hell, this is one of me slightly here. Disagree.
Aye.
I think if you went back and listened to... I'm going back all the way here. I'm going back... If you go back to when we first started 10 years ago, not even quality related, like in terms of also when we first started, didn't have a camera. We were just one microphone between the two of us, sometimes 3 if we had a guest on as well. Even if you take all that aside, I think we're better at interviewing. I think it just works better. I think it flows better anyway. Especially the normal episodes compared to the guest episodes.
Aye. I would, there's nothing to add to that.
Yeah.
I'd say,
to be fair, you'd hope it would be better after 6 years.
That was what put me up a bit. Aye. Better than what we were.
Yeah, that's fair. I think that's all we can say. Hard work always pays off.
You ready?
3, 2, 1. Are you strongly or just this?
Strongly.
Okay, give us your reason.
I've never really worked hard.
And I'm cracking at the middle.
I've never really worked hard, never really pushed myself to limits that, you know, I'm a better employer would want. I've never...
I think that's slightly...
I've never not given my all.
Yeah, that's the point now.
That's not working hard though. Like, I hate this mentality of like, you'll see it on TikTok and all that, right? Well, you maybe won't, but like on TikTok you'll see people that say like, be the last person in, the first person out, because that's all you're paid to do. Like,
yeah, no, that's an American.
That's a terrible mentality to have. However, for me, I'll never be late. I'll always turn up very seldom. In fact, never take a sick day pretty much. My whole time in Arnold Clark, never took a sick day. I could only probably count on my fucking left hand the amount of times I was off sick with EE. Other than COVID, that was a weird time. So I've never worked hard really, I don't think, a day in my life.
I think you're being slightly hard. I know what you mean, but I think you're being slightly.
Honestly, Liam, I genuinely don't think like, he was so easy. Like, that was so easy. People came into me, they wanted to speak to me. And that wasn't because I worked hard to keep their service, I was just fucking brilliant. Like, I'm great. Like, I'm a great laugh. A great laugh. Like, I'm just so good. Like, I'm brilliant at everything.
It's the modest man that's exhausted.
Everything I set my mind to, I'm just phenomenal at. Like, phenomenal. Like, honestly.
But Rod, enough self-worth.
Like, I mean, I've never worked a day in my life where I've came home and you're like, you know what? I worked hard today. Like, I went above and beyond because I needed, like, I wanted to, like, what do you entail work, like, hard work is? Like, what does hard work mean to you?
Well, there's different ways to look at it. So from my point of view, I think if I'm looking at it solely from my point of view, I would have been disagree, right? However, I'm looking at it as a collective for everyone, and I see people like my mum, that she works fucking 12 hours, hard graft at a hospital.
Correct.
Don't get me wrong, she's obviously had pay rises to work in that. She isn't, doing the night shifts anymore.
Mm-hmm.
But she still works incredible for the amount she works compared to pay wise. There's never an equal playing field here.
No.
A lot can be said as well. Same for my dad, fire brigade. That's a job where you risk literally life and death going into him. Doesn't really reflect the pay that well, if I'm being honest.
I think it's I think it's designated to your what you do.
Yeah.
Because do I think I get paid the correct amount for the amount of work I have? No. But everybody's going to feel like that. That's the whole point.
Yeah.
But if you, like, for you, right, in your current working life, if you go in, right, and you've got 10 customers you spoke to, you've got a sale at every one of them, as in, you've done an upgrade, you've got a fucking additional product, and you've got a broadband. Or 10 of them, right? You've done your month target pretty much. But, like,
I fucking wish that was my month target.
but that's, like, you've done the absolute most out of their 10 customers, right? But they've all been walk-ins. They're all like, I want this, I want that, and I want this.
Yeah.
That 11th customer walks in, right? And you're like, I could picture my phone on a tablet here, but I might just do the upgrade to get it done with. Right? That's a lazy mentality. Right? But if you were to then on the flip side say, right, I'm going to fucking try and nail a tablet and a broadband for this one as well, make it 11 for 11, is that hard work? Or is that just your job?
I think it goes hand in hand, because you're right. If you say you had, again, it's partially alongside, but say you had those first 10 that you've say you've hit your target. Yes, you are still pushing yourself to get that extra one there, but it is also partly your job. You're expected to do so regardless.
You're expected to pitch the products that you believe the customer can benefit from. I'm going again on your side of things. When I was there anyway, you were to give a full plethora of options for the customer because that was your job.
Yeah.
You were to health check the account, make sure that they were getting the maximum out of their device, like all that pish, right? But for me, it's like everybody looks for a shortcut in their work.
Yeah, which I think it's the right thing.
Nobody ever looks for how can I make it harder for myself.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So like, but people do work hard. People like folk will think my dad drives a lorry all day and it's fucking easy going. It's not. He needs to get out of the cab, he needs to fucking take away the curtains, he needs to detach and reattach, and he gets loaded and he drives somewhere, and that drive alone can be fucking an hour and a half at a time. Lonely roads, well, no, lonely roads are probably busy, but like busy roads, lonely cab,
and all the gear as well at the end of it.
Like, it's a hard graft.
Yeah, that's true.
Policeman, hard graft, right? You need to deal with absolute fucking tossers most of the time. Other than traffic police, fuck them, they deserve it. But like actual coppers, they deal with a lot of snash, need to risk their life. You look at fire brigade, like you say, risking their life and all that. That's a hard graft.
Yeah.
I've never worked a day in my life that I've worked hard and came home and went, I was hard going the day. I pushed myself to the maximum.
Do you know how you feel that though when you're, well, I suppose it's a bit different when you're out in the trades before, like E and that, but, like, so I'm thinking in my sense, like, I think it's, in terms of from my point of view, but it's not well for myself, yeah, you're right. Compared to those people that you mentioned, I don't have anything to whinge about. Don't get me wrong, I also have days that are hard. But compared to those people, I don't have it.
Everybody has hard days at the work, but nobody has, like, we didn't work hard.
Yeah, no, that's what I mean. But in terms of, like, I think you are right about what you said about people always looking for a shortcut in the job, but I think that's what people, I think in certain circumstances that's what's helped me in the past, right? So, like, there's been times where I've, like, not followed the shortcut and tried to, like, either help, like, staff or, like, you know, the business or that, and that's worked for me in terms of, you know, they'll maybe then put up with me making a mistake elsewhere, or they might put up with, you know, say I need to leave early one day to, like, go and sort something at the bank or whatever. They'll be like, well, do you know what, Liam stayed back half an hour late the other day there. So I think it goes hand in hand. I think if you've got a reasonable boss with you as well, and they can see that you're putting in the effort there, they'll give something back as well. Which is that's why I partly agree with it from just me. But you're right. Overall, as a whole, wage very rarely equates to what you've done hard work.
The only way I would agree with, like, work hard pays off is if you're training to be something.
Yes, no,
like,
that's fair.
The graft to become a nurse, or the graft to become a plumber, or the graft to become a fucking mechanic.
Or even, like, just say you're grafting to lose weight sort of thing.
Aye. The grafting to become an athlete in a certain sport, that's hard work. You need to go to the gym, you need to dedicate to a lifestyle, food changes, you need to stop, like, fucking tanning boxes of Pringles. Like, do you know what I mean?
That's why me and Jamie won't be athletes.
That's why I'm an athlete. That's an athlete's dinner right there.
There's no athlete in the world that can eat a box of Pringles quickly.
Exactly. Like, there is grafts needed in certain workplaces, but for the general public that's maybe making up to 35 grand a year, you'll not work hard. Or you maybe will, you shouldn't.
Yeah. Football is at its best now that it's ever been as a sport.
As a sport?
Yeah, it's at its best now. You can take everything into consideration with it. It's at its best now that it's ever been. Okay. 3, 2, 1. See, I worry about us putting it here though, because part of me thinks of a nostalgia merchants by putting it there.
No, I've got many a different. So I'm not just going off like Messi, Ronaldo, fucking Neymar, Zlatan, Rooney. Like, I'm not going off old players that were like brilliant and the football was different, because arguably the football that's played now is better.
Yeah.
In fact, no, I'd say it's 100% better.
Yeah.
The skill, the talent that's on display now is far better than what it used to be. It used to be rough flying into challenges, which was great for viewing purposes. Yeah. Like your Roy Keane snapping fucking legs and stuff like that.
And it's also part of it is football's an entertainment as well. Yeah. That's part of the entertainment that comes with it.
Nowadays it's all beautiful touches and skill moves and drops of shoulders. Like, fine, fair enough. It's the way the modern games move. It's all about passing, elegant, brilliant passes. Like, Trent's passes are mouth-watering sometimes. But here's where my problem is. For me, football of old was better because there was less money. And there was none of this pish about fucking Saudi Arabia. Just to solidify my own my massive problem. John Duran for Aston Villa is 23 years of age and has probably about 7 years of prime football in his life remaining. And he's decided, I don't know if it's confirmed yet, to go to Saudi Arabia to play football. It's ludicrous. It's not even a top 15 league in the fucking world. I don't care what they try and put, like, they want to try and be a top 5 league.
Yeah.
They're not even top 15. They're fucking shite. It's a shite league. It's got old cunts, like has-beens.
It's what the MLS used to be back.
It's basically, it's a more wealthy MLS. For me, football's went money daft. Which we knew, by the way, right? We're not under any false illusion. Like, when somebody like fucking Gareth Bale went for like 100 million or whatever, and, you know, the players like fucking Van Dijk went for £80 million, like he was the highest, like biggest centre half purchase and stuff. Money's went mad, right? But see when folk like Ronaldo are going to Saudi Arabia, £77 million for a 23-year-old fucking prime football player going out to Saudi Arabia to play football. Ludicrous. Like, genuinely ludicrous. It's ruined it for us. Because that cunt, right, you don't know what John Duran had in him, right? But we're talking about a Colombian 23-year-old.
I think he's 21 as well.
Oh, is it 21? I thought it was 23. But played absolutely fucking brilliant for Villa. Every time he comes on, he scores. Almost, anyway. Like, he's playing brilliant. Why waste your career going into the fucking Saudi League? Like, if that's what's appealing these days, football's gone mad.
It's the golf as well, so the problem with it is like, the players are the biggest, obviously, problem with it. And, like, back in the day when January transfer windows, I get why smaller clubs like it now, because they are now able to hold on to assets as well. But I see back in the day, like, could you imagine like Arsenal trying to build say we went back like 10, 15 years ago. Imagine Aston Villa having to bid on fucking a striker of level of Ollie Watkins quality. I'm not taking away from it, he's a good striker, but
yeah,
you know, he's not. You think £80 million worth, and you're thinking like, you know, you're Ronaldo's.
And he's 30 by the way.
Yeah. It's
back then he's a £15-16 million player.
Yeah. It's for me as well. It's the dearth in quality at the moment as well. Like, you're all right that it's a higher level of competition sport now, but it's a higher level of, in my opinion, athletes. Like, I was looking, like, see when the Ballon d'Or happened when Rodri won it, and you look at like the top 30 list and that compared to the top 30 list from even 10 years ago. Pretty much every player in that top 30 list about 10 years ago rips the arse of the players that are on that now.
Right.
Like, I don't know, it's not quite as, you know, I know what you mean about, you know, it's brilliant to watch and that it is, but I do miss seeing individual brilliance. There is too much money involved. And it's not just too much money, but it's too much money involved for like pretty much the Prem. Like every other league in the world suffers for it as well.
Yeah.
Look at like fucking like Serie A. They have to, like, AC Milan, one of the biggest clubs of all time, are getting outbid on players for like by Bournemouth. Like, what the fuck? Fucking Lyon, one of the biggest clubs in France, if they don't sell like £100 million worth of players this year, they might go get liquidated.
Mm.
Celtic and Rangers, I'm not going to compare the whole of Scotland because what's the fucking point, but you know, you look back fucking 10, 20 years ago, yous were playing in the Champions League regularly and competing like with, you know, the top teams in England. Nowhere near it now. Like, is
almost won a Europa League the other year. Let's not forget.
Yeah, I get it.
No, come on, think about it real quick. We should have took points off Man United.
I'm not going into Rangers debate.
And we fucking should have been on them. So we're competing with a level of team, and they're fucking far richer.
Yeah, and they're 12th and 15th in the Prem right now.
But you're talking about like Bournemouth. Bournemouth last year were like 12th, 15th.
Exactly. I bet you right now if you played Bournemouth, you'd be humped, absolutely.
1,000,000%.
So would fucking Celtic as well.
I don't think there's a golf, like, the golfing quality at all, but it's all money. It's money talks.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. That's the problem with it, because like, who was the most expensive side in Scotland this year? I forget. So remind me, who was it?
I think it was Engels for. Well, was that last year or? I think it was Engels for Celtic.
And what was he, like 10, maybe?
12.5. I want to say.
Right. Okay.
Could be wrong though.
Fucking Southampton will be buying a reserve goalkeeper for that fucking price, and they're bottom of their league.
But it's a richer league. Like, I don't think it's relative to that. I don't think you could compare it in that sense. Like, it's not a money aspect for me with the John Duran signing. It's how in someone's 21-year-old or 23-year-old, whatever it is, brain, he thinks, oh, it's a great idea. Let me go to Saudi Arabia.
It's the fact
that I'm fucking forgotten about.
To play devil's advocate for him, right? He's obviously grown up, like, to be fair, I don't know this, I'm just going off of what I've seen online. Apparently he grew up poor in Colombia, right? He didn't grow up wealthy. Him and his family all haven't grown up wealthy. Apparently he's on 24 grand a week at Villa. Obviously, great money. 50% tax because of UK, so he's making about 12.5 grand a week, which over a year is a couple hundred grand, something like that. He's going out there and he'll be earning apparently 300k a week. He does that for 2 years. He's setting not only him up, but his kids up, his grandkids, his great grandkids up for life. So I don't blame him for going.
I do.
Really? Because honestly, it's life changing money. I totally get why he's done it.
I think that's part of my problem as well. Is the love of the sports away clearly with the young players as well. But for me, right, I'm 21. I'm at Aston Villa. I'm making, like you say, a couple of $100k a year. I then become a regular. Ollie Watkins retires or he moves. I'm then the starter. I'm then scoring. I get my big move to somewhere else in England, or indeed I get a pay rise from Villa. Well, what's that? I'm on 50k a year. There's 25k take home. Before you know it, you went for a couple hundred a year to almost $500,000.
But that's the ideal situation though, Jamie. Like, there's also a world in which you might be right, Ollie Watkins leaves, great, I've got my chance to start. I want to get injured ACL out for a year by that point.
Could happen anywhere though.
But you're right, but at least then he's guaranteed his pay rise if he's over there. Or say even worse, say he fucking does get the starting berth, say then he's shit. I'm not saying it would happen to him, but you know, there's been bigger players that have moved to clubs or started for clubs and then have, like, their form has fucking nosedived. And then because of that, doesn't get the move, he's then stuck there forever. And then he doesn't get that big chance at a pay rise.
It's just, it's again though, it's the love of the sports deed then clearly, because it's their own mentality for me. Like,
I'm just saying from a practical point of view, I understand it.
I understand you've got to chase the money, right? And he's not got any ties to Villa, like he doesn't support them, he doesn't love them, do you know what I mean? Yeah. Like he's no ties to them.
Been there for less than 6 months.
I just think it's fucking ludicrous that he would ruin a portion of your career, if not your career, to go out there to maybe get fucking, maybe, like say he goes there for 3 years and he earns what, £8 million, right? It's a fuck ton of money, 100%. But what's he got to show for it? He's never won any major trophies. He's never won a Ballon d'Or. He's never, like, I'm not saying he would.
Yeah.
But he's not even giving himself an opportunity to do it because of where he is. Because it's a fucking Farmers League. It's not even as good as a Farmers League. I'd sooner watch the French League than the Saudi League. But, like, it's good money, 100%. But it's fucking phenomenal money, let's be honest. But the reality is he's wasted a portion of his career, if not all of it.
Yeah, I can't argue against that.
I just think that I get it. Like, I mean, I don't get it because I never grew up as poor as maybe this cunt did in fucking, you know, the city in Medellin, and he struggled and he was fucking snorting Charlie and he was punting it. Like, I didn't know his life, right? But hear me out. 24 grand a week from being on your bones of your arse is life changing money. Like, that blows my mind. Like, if you went for earning fucking shrapnel, you know, maybe even something caught for money, who knows what he was doing, to earning 24 grand, or 12.5 grand take home a week. A week, Liam. A week, Liam. He earns a yearly salary for a part time in the UK in a week. Money, I mean, I suppose money buys you happiness, you know. I don't know. For me, he was just one example. I just think it's crazy. Football in general, the art of the game has gotten better, but the actual sport and the love that maybe you and I or someone else in our position shares, it's fading.
Yeah.
It's becoming too money oriented.
Right. We'll do. I've got a reasonable list here. We've gotten a bit more in depth into some of these than I was expecting. So we'll do one. Well, to say I want this one last, but we'll potentially call this the last one, and then we might do a part 2 of this.
Cool.
Okay. I'm trying to think of a good one to end it on. Scotland's a great country to live in.
Okay.
3, 2, 1. Both strongly.
I mean, I just don't disagree in any kind of way, shape or form, right?
Yeah.
It's a beautiful place. Not that we've seen it. Well, I mean, I know I haven't personally. There's like fucking beautiful beaches away up the top. There's islands that sprig off the top of Scotland.
Yeah.
Beautiful scenery. The banter's absolutely class. The way of life is brilliant.
You've got tap water you can drink.
Tap water you can drink. The way of life is just class.
Yeah, I mean, like you can take the piss all you want and go like, oh, it's rain, it's a bit grey here, and it is, and that can obviously get a bit
Bleak, yeah.
bleak, yeah.
Good work.
Yeah, it's very bleak here. But like, if you take the piss aside, like, we're one of the few places where you can drink your own water here. We get a lot of benefits with free university, free healthcare. We don't have to worry about a fucking tornado, apart from last Friday coming in and ripping up.
Very seldom do you get natural disasters.
Yeah, earthquakes, anything like that. You don't have to worry about a fucking shark eating me if I go off swimming.
Yeah.
I don't need to worry about some lunatic coming into my primary school with a gun. I don't need to worry about... There's just a lot of things.
There's a lot of pros, there is cons, of course.
There's really as every place does, but I think people as well forget sometimes just how lucky we are to live in somewhere like this.
Honestly, the UK is bad for a lot of things in terms of politics and all that shit, and prime ministers, and we're not getting into it, right? And taxes can be crazy and stuff. Like, everybody's got a moaning, everybody can moan about something. But the reality is, we're a brilliant fucking nation. We're better than most. You offer me a fucking year's paid living in the UK or a year's paid living in Australia, I'm not going anywhere near that spider infested fucking place. No chance. You could offer me a year's free living anywhere in the world, I'd still choose here. It's a better place to live. Maybe because we're all used to it. It's maybe a bit naive. Maybe it's used to it.
You and me are obviously very much home people as well. That's part of it. But, I think we're also quite good at pointing out the flaws of the place. But I think I have to be realistic here and be like, look, I could be, not to slag off, but I could be like, again, somewhere in America. Like, if I was earning my fucking wage in America, I'd be basically on the streets living.
100%, aye.
If I was living in fucking South America, I would probably be in a worse scenario as well.
You've been the mafia.
Maybe I got that actually.
You've been a cartel smuggling fucking gear.
That'd be me. El Liam.
El Pacho. No, but like
El Blanco.
Duncan went into America to work.
Yeah.
Hated the people, hated it. And
doing well for that.
Everything was so expensive. Even though he was earning good money, everything was expensive because it's that, then the tax, and then all that shit. Terrible. I look at Bradley and Rachel. By the way, Rachel will appreciate this. Rachel started a TikTok. She's vlogging her experience in Thailand.
I think I mean Bradley was going to admit.
So you should definitely get yourself on TikTok and give her some support, right?
Joe, give a shout.
I couldn't tell you her name. In fact, I'm going to do it, and I'm going to make a point of telling people them that have done this. She's uploaded a fair few.
Good. Is it just to show their travels around Southeast Asia?
So it's Rachel Mack 1232.
There you go then.
Go follow her.
Give her a wee follow. She might get a whole one follow from that.
She might. But they're vlogging their experience around Southeast Asia.
Yeah.
And while it looks class to visit, fuck living there. Fuck living there. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Bradley was on the podcast, not that many of you watched because I don't blame you. But hear me out. When the few people that did listen, right, he would have known that he was going to travel Southeast Asia. 2 days in, he was in the hospital for the next 3.
Good start.
Body had to adapt to the food. I don't know what it was, right? But hear me out, or the air, because everything's different, isn't it?
Right.
Pollution is so much different out there. Like, they've not got the same disposal that we do. Like, they don't dispose of their waste in the same manner. The pollution's crazy. There's fucking 3 cars jammed in, like the streets are wild. Do you know what I mean? So, it is different. Like, the air is different. How you breathe it is different. Like, You land in Cyprus to go on holiday. Instantly, the air is different. It's humid. It's difficult to breathe to begin with until you adapt to it. Like it is a case of it is how it is. But fuck living there. It looks manic. It looks horrible.
Yeah.
Like
very busy lifestyles.
We experience poverty in every country. Like, we've got it here. We've got homeless here and stuff. Like harms. It can't be helped. But oh my god, like everywhere else is just so much worse.
Yeah.
So I strongly agree. Scotland is class. I wouldn't live anywhere else.
Well, that was it. That was a nice wee section of debates there.
Yeah.
I think we'll bring it back at some point. It's just you and me again.
Absolutely.
Well, yeah, that's been good. First podcast of the year set and done.
Mm-hmm.
Let's hope we have a bigger tally than we did last year.
Well, aye, that's fair. Aye.
I mean, we don't actually have an excuse at the moment, so.
Bradley's never coming back on.
Yeah.
Because he's absolutely fucking cunted the views.
Let's see. This fucking please, just for this benefit alone, if you get somehow to 1,000 views, not that I've ever expected that again. How is somebody
you can't ask for the views, Liam?
Because you're going to listen to a clip into TikTok.
Liam, who? Are you fucking idiot? Nobody's watching.
You're going to dump this into TikTok clips, so it'll be fine.
Honestly, fucking him, man.
Give TikTok a follow, because Jamie's now uploading them there.
I mean, I must admit, don't even think I've logged into the account that you made.
That's fine, because you're going to do it now, you know, part of this.
Yep.
But yeah, no, honestly, it's been fun again. Cheers for coming on, mate. And we'll hopefully see you all soon. But until next time, I've been Liam Whyte.
I've been Jim Allan.
I'll see you all soon. Take care.
We talk football and current events, sitting and chatting with the very best guests, with two Scottish boys and we're loving it. So if you like witty banter, check the former #1 podcast on iTunes, sitting and chatting.